Is it that I do it, or
We've been doing lower this whole time. You guys did that one day to be funny, and it's just stuck.
sounds good?
Lower it is.
All right. So, when we started last time, we started with we were in the House of Elixir, the base of the like Thieves Guild of Aresi, and we were going on some basically, like I described in the Discord, like some setup missions to eventually get into the mine and like basically bring it down. But before that, Arthas comes in because we had told these people who are helping us. I forget what they're the White Ravens or
Well, Andrea, but you talked to the
Andrea's the White
gentleman,
Raven.
and
You're right. Do they have like an official name besides the Thieves Guild, or are they just like
I think
or that we know of?
You probably have been told. Let me pull that up for you. You definitely have been told that. But continue on. I'll let you know.
Well, so we told them that we had a friend named Arthas who was still out there and that they needed to find him, and so they found him. And Arthas tells us all this great information that he's been gathering. That there's this group called the Silent Order. He tells us all about what they've been doing, which I won't get super detailed with because we kind of know we've been doing this for a few sessions. But he tells us all about what they've been doing, and specifically he tells us about a few characters. He tells us about Curly, who's this guy who is mentally handicapped. And he seems to like mysteriously get info and like get leads on houses that are about to be raided, and he's definitely like hiding something. Like he might not actually have this handicap, and it might just be something that he relies on to stay under the radar. We also are told of the leader, Ian, who Arthas has sort of befriended and become like his right-hand man. And we learn that Ian is the brother of Justine, who is the Duchess's friend, who we went to the party with.
Really
And
cock-blocked you.
yeah, and he's like the long-lost brother of the family who went missing years ago when he was a kid, I believe. I think maybe you said when he was like 12 or something. And so he has this ledger that has all this information about exactly what the Silent Order has gathered, and it has like very incriminating info on him. And so our goal eventually is to get this ledger of his to sort of or threaten to expose him to I think get access to the Angarelli part of the mine. I think is like the ultimate goal is to like use that as leverage to get access to that part of the mine.
Yep.
And then what else do we learn? We learned that they are sort of loosely aligned with the Clasp. I think Curly may have been like more so Clasp aligned, and that they might be working with Montreal. Clint was the old right-hand man, but disappeared before, so we learned about some guy named Clint as well. And Ian, whenever it's brought up, gets defensive about it. Okay, so then we started the day, and the day started with a mission where we were going to go to the Ironforge Academy, attend class, and then basically convince the teacher to build us explosives for the mine, under the guise of like a school project. And so we get new names for the school. I'm Andrew. Sam is Donovan Big Johnson. Sarah is Gabriella, and Andrea goes disguised as like assistant faculty, and we run into her instantly because we almost get ambushed by like bullies, basically.
Not our fault.
So we all sit in different spots in the class. We take this test. Scorn does very well. Sareth does not do very well, and Sareth's sort of hanging out with the bullies that were bossing me around earlier. After class, we go to the professor. We tell him that we've been working on a group project for the science fair, and we show him the plans for these explosives that we want him to make. And he's like, "Oh, this looks great. Like I can definitely make you a prototype." But then also Sam takes out the gun and puts that on his desk.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think he remembers that. I do not recall.
Bird brain.
It's almost like that had been removed from his memory somehow. I don't think that happened.
True.
So he
Wait, you guys didn't do that though. You don't remove memories.
he's very
No,
thrown
we
off.
didn't. We didn't do that in this mission, though. That's true.
Right. He's very thrown off by the gun. He instantly like clocks us and realizes that we aren't who we're saying we are. And it turns out that he is working for Montreal, which I forget if we knew that going in or if we learned that
I
halfway
think we
through.
learned that. I don't think we knew that.
But he had been working for Montreal, making weapons, including the gun. So he thinks that we are sent from Montreal to like basically like he thinks that we're like extorting him or like there to like rough him up. But we're not. Like we don't want to do any of that to him. So Scorn like pulls him aside and erases his memory real quick, but that never happens.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah. Well, if anyone asks, we didn't do it though.
He's old, he could forgot.
And then we leave the Ironforge Academy, mission success, and we run into the guy who was trailing us previously, from the Order of the Archive. His name is Tommy Russo, and he gives us his card. And it says something about the crowned crest. And that was where the building where we saw ice. They were like frozen cyclopses, or like cyclopses being chopped up and like thrown into a freezer or something. I don't know.
What you don't know as a freezer, just in a room.
With condensation, that was what we saw, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the ground.
Right, and we don't know what a freezer is because this is D&D, so we wouldn't really.
Not in this campaign, you don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that we have a freezer in the other campaign.
Well, it's a box of colding, but yes.
Right.
What? Why don't we have that? What is it?
But you haven't found it yet.
So then we learn more. Oh, this is written out of order, but in our notes we took notes on like the different levels of the mines and how they're controlled and stuff.
Right.
We also took note that Barris likes strawberry cupcakes and he needs at least 2 if we're offering.
These are the important things. I'm glad you have these down.
Yeah,
You never know when you need to bribe a big ass minotaur. You never know.
And lastly, we have that the Golden Grin is going to protest this weekend to give us opportunity to get into the mine. Is that what they're called? The Golden Grin?
Yep.
Okay, got it. Cool. So we did know that. Yeah, so we finished that mission. Next on our list is to infiltrate the Silent Order. And I think our plan of action is to go to Marquette Square, find Curly, and interrogate him or do something to him to gain access. I think that was the plan. I'm not sure. But I think that's where we left off, unless I'm forgetting.
Yeah, then we're going to break into the office, I think, as well, of the gnome guy before we blackmail him, I think.
Yes. The real mission that Andrea gave you that you didn't find out until the meeting was you planted the blueprints in there to frame him so that you can strong arm him into helping take over the mines.
Right.
That's really what you did. And so you have to go in later this evening to finish that job.
That's why, right. So the idea in my head was like go to Marquette Square,
yes,
2 birds
all at
with
once.
1 stone. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You did leave out one thing. So do you have an inspiration die already?
I do.
Okay, so up it to a D6 because that was really good.
All right. Cool.
And the only other thing you left out, minor or could not be, there was a point in the session when you guys felt watched. Specifically, Sereth felt watched.
Oh.
And then she cast Dispel Magic, and it went away.
That.
So if you don't have that in your notes, there's your DM give me.
Okay. I appreciate
that. Do you remember when did that happen? Scorn with your unforgetting memory.
Would Sarah? Did she tell us?
I don't
know.
She probably would have because she casted Dispel Magic, which is like a verbal spell.
Yeah, true.
It happened in.
Was that in our quarters in the
Yes.
House of Elixir? Okay, yeah.
It was. And it was shortly after Andrea told you to tell her anything, if anything is weird or wrong. But anyway.
I guess we didn't tell her.
I digress. There was a brief moment too where you actually had a heart-to-heart with Andrea, where like she actually like commended you. and she felt a little bit bad that she used you without telling you, but she really doesn't feel bad because you then ruined it by you being insistent on not removing a memory from the professor.
We didn't do that. I don't know
It
what
didn't
she's talking
happen.
about.
That's
And
the
she was
funny
just
part
like,
about
why
it.
would you say that if you didn't do it? Anyway, so
we're giving examples of things that didn't happen.
it's just my mind went there. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth, Your Honor. Okay, so we are picking up now. You guys have just finished debriefing. It's probably late morning, so nearing noon. I guess I always forget Scorn has keen mind. Let's just call it 10:24 in the morning. And
so is it the day after?
no, you didn't. No, this was all going to happen today.
Okay, so it's still the same day.
This is Thursday.
Oh right, because we started at like fucking like 6.
She woke you up at 5:30 to get you ready to get there
an
at
8
7.
a.m.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was like
a 7 a.m. class.
it was no, I think it was 8. You're right.
Yeah, we started hella early. All right, I got it. Same day.
So the day is yours. You are back in the bowels of the House of Elixir, having just finished some cupcakes and treats that Andrea brought in. Boris had his cupcakes. The day is yours.
I mean, our
so-
plans are for the evening, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Sam, was there anything you wanted to do around here?
I mean, it's hard for me to go out during the day, only because I'm very recognizable.
True. Yeah.
But I feel like now they're going to be looking out for any bird, so especially after what happened with the Duchess.
Yeah. True.
So
Was there anyone who, like, I know Andrea has like the Pokeballs. Was there anyone in the Golden Grain who seemed particularly magically inclined? There was like that one like girl, right? Was she the?
Let me see here.
Looking back.
Yeah, there was a young lady. Well, there's a young
The
lady.
Crow.
Yeah, she's part of the Thieves Guild. That Thieves Guild, that's Marianne.
Ah, I see. Okay,
The only other lady you met is a woman named Gail, and she works at a shop in Oresi called. Let me see. Hold on. The Feathered Pillow Inn.
we do need to find a way to identify items again. Now that
we do. I was also thinking we really need to get this like bloody, torn up suit fixed.
Oh yeah.
And I cannot fix it. I have very limited magical capabilities. As do you.
I have 0 magical capabilities. So.
Make an intelligence check, Sworn.
Oof.
If there is anywhere, so you definitely have met at least a decently strong magic user at Leather O'Plenty, if you recall.
That is true.
It was Leather O'Plenty, yeah, not Leather Daddies.
The thing is, oh yeah, sorry, continue.
And your best guess would probably be if there are any other strong magic users, they would either be in the archive or perhaps in the academy, studying and researching.
You know what we should do, Scorn?
What's up?
We should ask the gentleman if he knows someone who maybe could fix it.
Yeah, he's a gentleman.
Only because
he wears suits.
Well, no. I mean, there's that, sure, but only because this is a very high-profile suit, very recognizable.
What I was thinking, yeah, I don't want to go
I think
to some
we need
random
to keep
store.
this in the realms of the underground and keep it low key, just so that way it doesn't bring any. Like it's a hot item right now, you know. You gotta let it cool if we're gonna do anything with it, you know.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking about doing something with it, maybe like elsewhere, not here, but yeah, it's definitely too hot right now to get repaired at just like some random tailor.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, is the gentleman around?
Boris is. The gentleman is usually upstairs.
Where's the gentleman? Can you get him for me, or would I be able to go see him?
I don't know where he is. I'm not his keeper, but he's probably upstairs.
Would I be able to go upstairs and look for him, or am I Would that be too conspicuous?
Stay here. And he'll stomp his way upstairs. A little bit louder and more exaggerated than probably needs to be. He's not exactly thrilled.
He asked very nicely this time.
He's gone for a little while. Do you guys want to do anything in the meantime, or you just want to wait? So it's relatively early, but there's no clientele in here. This is very much a night operation that goes on with the gambling and things like that. But there are some people who look like they belong here. Some of them leave from the quarters, go into the quarters, or around and sit at the bar, talk. You're not alone.
Sure.
And we are in like the Thieves Guild exclusive part of the building.
So the Thieves Guild owns and operates this building, and specifically this basement, but there are also people who come here like that gnome that other day. It's kind of like a speakeasy bar, which is not regulated, and it has gambling, which is illegal.
Got it. Okay. But so regardless, like we are in the illegal section of it.
Yeah, everything here would be illegal.
Got it.
What gambling do they got going on?
So they have like casino tables. They have like blackjack, play poker, dice. It's not operating now. It's all covered because it's the middle of the morning. But late at night, you've seen it.
Sam was gonna bet it all on black. See if he could double up real quick.
Sam, I have an idea actually. This ring I think would make me very good at blackjack.
Yeah.
Probably would. I mean, we are broke as fuck, but I don't want to bite the hand that's feeding us at the moment.
Yeah.
That's definitely something to consider, and
I'll keep it in the back of my mind.
Yeah, definitely. I know. With that ring, you won't forget it. So just keep that locked in there.
Perhaps thieving from the Thieves Guild is how you actually get in.
Maybe.
It's not thieving if I'm just playing well.
It's like when you steal from the government, or like you do some sort of hack, the NSA will hire you.
Right. Yeah, if you're good enough.
After you go to jail.
Right.
All right. So, do you want to make conversation with any of these figures?
I'll look around, see if anyone looks interesting.
Okay, you can make a perception check.
Nice.
That was persuasion.
Good. Sorry. Wrong
Yeah,
one.
you've persuading yourself to now perceive.
Oh, that's much better.
Good thing you persuaded yourself.
That's a practice roll.
All right. So, looking around the room, there are. So, I guess I actually have this drawn. Let me figure out which one it is. This one. Perfect.
Sam has a +3 persuasion. Let's go.
Yeah, I took proficiency in it when I became a rogue because I knew I was shit at it.
Yes.
Doesn't
Okay.
really help much. I still get nat ones whenever I do a big fucking charisma check, but maybe
Get lucky
one day.
next
Yeah.
ASI.
All right. So in this main area here where the tables are, again, they're covered and there's sheets over them, like nice velvet sheets that sit on top of them, covering them. Excuse me. You notice at the bar there are two individuals kind of sitting. One is here, and the other one's kind of far, like 5 or 6 stools away. Social distancing, of course.
Well, I mean, it's like when you go to the bathroom and there's like
there
4
is
urinals away from the next nearest guy. Like you always go at the end, right?
Of course. This is one of the tables here. There's a few more. There's a round top right here, and there are 3 individuals sitting. 1 female and 2 males. In terms of like what their race makeup is, this person right here is a dwarf. This person right here is a human. Ooh, boring. Ooh. This person
Rip scorn.
right here
God called him boring.
a turtle.
Turtle! Oh my god.
This person right here is a human. 2 humans and a turtle walk into a bar. And this person right here is a Luxodon.
Which one is the woman of these 3? You said it was 2 men and a
Make an
woman?
intelligence check. So have you ever met a turtle? This would be a nature check.
Oh, okay. I'll do nature then instead. Reroll. Much worse.
You don't know turtle anatomy, so you don't see. You know the human's not a woman, and the jury's out on the Loxodon, but the turtle kind of maybe could be.
Okay. Turtles in Loxodon. I don't think I'm very familiar with either.
Nope.
I feel like I should go hang out with them because then we can have a whole bunch of exotic races just like together at a table.
One thing you
Yeah.
notice about the turtle is it's kind of covered in like what you've been through. I would consider you guys experts in sewers. Experts.
At this point, probably.
Yes.
You could kind of the stench of the turtle and its outer kind of grime and gook probably means it was in the sewers. But you also don't know
starter.
because your nature check was low. Maybe it just kind of smells bad.
I'm gonna. Yeah, Sam, you want to bring that up? Let's go bring conversation starter.
Okay, yeah, I'll go over. Sam's got a -1 charisma. He's game.
Yeah, I got 0.
Hey, Stinky.
It's the low charisma party.
That's like in SpongeBob is like, who's the fatty talking to? That's the teacher. All right.
How do you do, fellow people at this bar?
See, they're in mid conversation. They're actually drinking at this hour. From what you can see, like the Loxodon has lots of piercings and jewelry and sort of tribal tattoos. You can see on the neck, various parts of the body. It's a fascinating creature. Kind of beautiful in some way. But it carries on its back a large bow staff of some kind. And then the turtle next to you has an eye patch. It has scars all over its face, and its jaw, because it's got like a snapping turtle kind of mouth. Its jaw is slightly misaligned, so it's kind of like one side like this.
Guy's been fucked up.
It's kind of like the dude from Caddyshack. Have you ever seen that movie? Yeah.
I have, but like so long ago.
Yeah, of course. But that's what he kind of looks like. And then the human looks like your regular sort of run-of-the-mill Thieves Guild kind of looking guy. Tight leather, dark colors, utility belt full of weapons.
Edgelord.
What is the conversation about? Are all three of them talking, or is it just...
Yeah, it seems like they're kind of sharing war stories. Not like actually from the war, per se, but like their time in the Thieves Guild. When you are walking over, you hear the Loxodon is kind of talking about his travels.
It's a he, we learned. He said, Jared said it.
Yeah, but in character, you don't know.
Yeah,
But,
we don't know.
God told us. I had an epiphany.
His travels, he is not from Oresi, and he's just sort of getting the lay of the land. He's from a sister Thieves Guild organization. You don't know where, but anyway, that's the sort of conversation. They're kind of laughing as you march over next to this turtle.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, I go, howdy friends, mind if we join you?
The human will chime in as the turtle looks at you. It's the right eye that's covered. He'll turn his head like basically full to see you because you're on the right side. He'll kind of give you a nod, the Loxodon as well. And the human guy is going to say, sure, have a seat.
I'll pull up a chair.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll make it more of like an even circle. No offense, Sam.
Wow.
I don't see you have any drinks. You want some drinks?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Next round's on me for all this.
Oh.
No, I like you. That's a good way to make an impression. Here, we get 2 over here. 2. The bartender's gonna like start making shit. You can see the Loxodon and turtle are kind of a little bit uncomfortable, but not too uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable with what?
Just sort of the interruption. They just weren't expecting it, and it's taken them a little off guard. They're not as like extroverted as per se this human guy is. So what do you choose to say? There is a brief moment of silence.
So what should I call you guys? Not asking for names, just for this conversation. What should we call each other?
The turtle looks at you and says, "The name's Vresh." You don't know what it's. That's just how he
Did
says
I
it.
get that right? Vresh? Vesh? Am I pronouncing it right?
Sorry,
Vresh.
working out. Who said
Vresh. With
The
an R.
turtle.
Turtle.
Who knows what it is, but that's what it sounds like.
All right. Vresh. Good to meet you.
The Luxodon looks and says, "The name's Rin."
Rin. Pleasure to meet you as well.
And then the human...
Scorn's still trying to figure out, like...
you like look, like squint a little bit. I'll let you make another nature check.
Yeah, the name doesn't help any.
like,
Nope.
Such a high nature
that's-
modifier, dude.
This is like your thing. You're the wild mother.
I know.
I don't know. You don't know. It could be a feminine man or a masculine woman. You know, who knows?
Yeah, he's just gonna roll with it. No pronouns. We'll just address everyone by
the
name.
male says, "My name is Salim."
Celine. Ah,
Nice to meet you all. I'm Sam.
Sam.
You guys, well, we're in the Thieves Guild, right?
Yeah, you can call me Scorn. How about that?
Sam and Scorn. Well, what
So
brings you around here?
I was just about to ask you the same thing. We come from different areas, but just adventuring.
Aye, same thing as us then. Work, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, we got some work in the city. Lots of projects ongoing, you could say.
Certainly a lot to do here.
That there is. A lot that needs to be done, and not a lot of people to do it.
Aye. The bartender, Huey, brings over 2 big grogs of ale, slides them down.
Hey,
Andrea did not say that we couldn't drink this time, so we're good.
no,
Ah, you know Andrea?
is that
Yeah, she's been...
Celine speaking?
Yeah.
We've been working with her, doing some work for her.
The turtle kind of makes a weird noise, like a little, it's like kind of like a hiss almost. And he'll say, "Oh, Andrea, this is nice." And Celine will say, "Now, she's our boss. Let's be respectful."
Oh, she's your boss too?
I mean, she's not our boss, Square, but
Well, I mean, we've picked up some contract work for her.
we're just,
Aye, she's your boss. Hey,
I would say we're just peers with a common goal.
call it what you want. She pays the bills, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, we are not paying anything to stay here, so I would say she's our boss.
Yeah. Well, that would make the gentleman our boss, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's a good point.
He'll look over to his friends that were sitting before, and he'll say, "Well, Rin, why don't you finish your story?"
Sorry to intrude, or sorry to interrupt. Please continue.
Yeah, go on.
Hey, you buy us around. You can stay as long as you want. Rin will continue. She'll talk about a land unfamiliar to you two, at least
Wait.
in a...
Hey, now you're mixing the pronouns up.
Yeah, I mean, you call
I'm
all
doing-
of them he.
I'm
It's
doing it
it's
on
ambiguous.
purpose. That's why.
Uh-huh.
I am. I promise you.
I believe it.
The nature
really
rolls
matter.
are bad. If you get it above a 15, I'll tell you. No, not a 15, but
IDC, yeah.
nah, it's like 12 or 13. But I'll tell you. Rin will continue.
We'll use context clues. Oh,
All right. The
Sam just-
Luxodon is a female
Being an exotic being myself, I feel
with a
like-
+1. Rin is a female.
Got it.
From what you can muster.
Well, I don't got it, but Sam's got it. And it would be weird if Sam was like, she's the woman.
He's a chick.
Dude looks like a lady.
Rin will continue a story. She's talking about a place unfamiliar to you guys, at least in personal experience. She'll say, "One day they came for my tribe, and I was forced to run. And I came over to Tal'Dorei, got mixed up with an interesting crowd, and I've known a life of thieving ever since. Can imagine a woman of my figure probably sticks out," and she'll look at you, Sam, and over at the
I
man known as
certainly know-
Vresh.
I know the feeling of getting wandering eyes as you walk through town.
Yeah, where did you say you were originally from, Rin?
I'm from continent of Dokros.
Ah, Dokros. Never been there. Never
Oh.
left Tal'Dorei, actually.
I would stay away for a little while. It's rather unstable. Although here isn't much better. Salim will say, "Aye." Well, where are you guys from?
I am from a tribe of Aarakocra in the Starry Mountains. So just over the mountains here, to the east, in the forest there.
And I'm from the Dividing Plains, but I've spent most of my adult life in Aiden. So,
Northerner,
far
eh?
away. Yep. Don't tell anyone though. And I'm like kind of serious with that. Like,
He'll roll. I'm gonna roll insight for him.
Her.
No, that was Salim.
Oh, it's Celine.
I know my accents aren't that good, but that's a different voice, okay? Not a great. He actually thinks you're serious, and he'll kind of like
I
take
am
a step,
serious.
Very serious.
like really like offended. He'll say, "Listen here. Our allegiance is to the Thieves Guild. What you did prior, it don't matter. All friends."
Agreed. Agreed. We're all friends here, and I'll raise my glass.
Then he'll raise it and he'll say, "Plus, there's more money down here, more opportunities, eh?" And he'll clink.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
true. More money, more problems.
I've made more money since crossing the border than I ever made in my life up there. So
Well, wartime's good for something, isn't it?
you bet. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
how about you, Bresh? You haven't talked too much. Where are you from?
He's quiet. He'll he'll say, "Oh, been born here, been living here, in the sewers."
Ah, I thought I smelled something.
I He-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
he doesn't do too well in the surface. He likes to go underneath in the cool yet smelly sewers. But hey, this place,
Hey,
another man's garbage is another man's home, I guess.
we've spent some time in sewers. You can really learn a lot from a city down there. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'll
for
drink
sure.
to that. He'll raise and kind of drink. He'll turn his
Fresh.
whole head to look at you.
Is there an abundant turtle population in the sewers, or are you one of a kind?
There's enough. He'll kind of like, implying that there's enough for him to reproduce,
Okay.
But he'll say, "Why you asking?"
I was just wondering, just curious, Like my friend said, you can learn a lot from the sewers. And you're the first turtle that I've seen here, so I was just curious.
There's a few. They don't go for you.
Oh, I know. I'm not interested, don't worry.
And why is that? We don't tickle your fancy?
It's more the sewer nature of
Oh, so we're beneath you, huh?
I mean literally. Yes.
And figuratively, huh?
No, not it just, different strokes for different folks.
He'll raise his glass again. "I'm just messing with you," and he'll laugh.
Got him.
Got him. Digging himself a hole. You hear large footsteps coming down the steps. He'll take a look around the room. We'll say Sereth for right now is recouping. I don't know.
It's in this. What does that say? Store?
It's the
In the
storeroom.
storeroom. Yeah.
Oh, the store. Oh, okay, the storeroom.
There's a store down here. It doesn't get much
Yeah,
business,
I was like, what?
please buy from me.
It's like that. No, actually, Jared, if this was like the kebab vendor outside a bar, it would get a lot of business. Let me tell
True.
You know what? He sells pizza.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
Johnny Max. Yeah.
He sells pizza.
You know,
Um,
this just needs to be the munchie store, and then boom, makes it bank.
Yep. Boris comes back down with the very nicely dressed, hair slicked back gentleman. Follows slowly behind.
Excuse me, friends. I'll be right back.
I'll
And
stay
I'll
at the table. I'm gonna go.
head
Fresh, would you like me to move to the opposite side of the table so that way it makes things a little bit easier for you?
I can't see anyways. Sit where you want.
That's fair enough.
Boris he says, "Don't expect me to do this often." He's here. They wanted to see you. What
Well,
can I
thank you,
do for
Boris.
you?
Hello, Mr. Gentleman, sir. This is definitely not a priority. We have more important things going on. However, I thought you might be interested to know that we have, in our efforts, come across something quite valuable, or potentially quite valuable. But I might need your assistance in fixing it up and sort of restoring it to its original value. As you know, we went on a mission to a fancy ball with the Duchess, and during our preparation for that, she bought us this suit, and I'll take it out and show him. But in the struggle of everything that happened at that ball, it got a little messed up. But initially, if I'm remembering correctly, which I think I am, it was a very expensive suit, and I would like to potentially, with your help, maybe flip it eventually. Not around here. I understand that it's pretty hot right now. It stands out, and probably nobody is buying.
You
but,
think I haven't sold anything hot before?
Well, that's why I'm coming to you. I need your assistance both in fixing it up and also finding a potential buyer. And I thought, I'd be interested in
Come with me,
negotiating a cut with you.
and it'll take you across the way into the private rooms. Are you gonna try and get Sam?
Yeah, and Sareth, because maybe Sareth eventually comes, or Connor gets on.
If you don't buy these people a drink, you might be getting off on the wrong foot. So are you gonna leave some gold here, Sam?
I did buy it. I said I bought the round, right?
Oh, he only ordered for you because they were drinking, so they're gonna get another round.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Oh, looks like we got some business with the gentleman, but I'll be right back. But here's for the rest of the round that's on me. How much gold would it be for the 5 drinks? Like my 2 and then another one for each of them.
Not much. You're just getting ale, right?
Yeah, just whatever they were drinking.
It's like a silver.
Total?
No, for each drink.
For each? All right, so I'll put 5 silver on the table. And I'll say we'll be right back. And then I'll put the 5 silver down.
Cheers.
And then
Fresh will say, cheers.
I'll go off with Scorn and the gentleman.
All right, he'll lead you to one of the booths. This area is completely empty. In fact, the lights are off, and he'll go, and the lights will turn
Alexa, turn the lights
on. Just the whole area is now lit.
Alexa, stop it.
Alexa, buy a flat screen TV.
No, stop it. Alexa, stop.
You've woken the beast. I will not be stopped. Just say, Alexa, roll a d20. See what it does.
It probably works, I would imagine.
I think we're good.
All right. He'll sit you down on the booths. He'll lay out the bloodied and, in some places, ripped suit. This is pretty nice. Good make. Wait a second. I recognize this signature.
Yes, it came from inside the city.
This is from the Jaded Twig. No, it's not. It's from Golden Plume.
Yes.
You have a $5,000 suit, albeit not in its current state.
What's a dollar?
Excuse me. It's slang in the Thieves Guild. It's $1 is 1 gold.
Ah, I see.
You'll catch on.
Slang.
You spend time here, you'll understand. Sometimes it's called money, sometimes it's called dollars.
Well, money I've heard before, but yeah, okay, sorry, go on.
Pence. It's all pound. These are just words.
They're just words, exactly.
Got a notepad, writing down notes.
I like you. He'll say, and who got you this?
It was the Duchess herself.
Lady Lenore got you this.
Lady Lenore, yes.
You were with Lady Lenore, and now you're in you're in the den. Thieves' den. That's quite a fall from grace.
Yeah,
Life is what you make it,
Well, I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. Definitely some money to be made here. I think we should discuss our arrangement. If I will be the one marshalling this deal and connecting you to a buyer, I would like a percentage. I'm sure you understand.
Fair.
And seeing as this was not paid for you at all, or paid by you at all.
Well, hell, hold on. How we acquired it and what was spent getting it is no concern of the deal.
It is, though, because you have less skin in the game. I want 40%.
Think of this like we're one of the thieves that procured this item through various means and channels. It doesn't matter to that.
You haven't taken the oath of the guild, so I cannot treat you as one. You, my friends, are just contractors trying to use my connections to sell an item that, well, if it was to fall into some other hands, could be used as evidence. This is a delicate matter, is it not? 40%.
Mr. Gentleman, sir, do you mind if I just confer with my friends for a moment?
Sure. He's not gonna move.
Okay. I will move.
Yep.
Do you follow?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the corner of the room, or like wherever we're out of earshot if we whisper.
Yeah.
Guys,
He's just inspecting the suit.
I think this is a good deal. I mean, like, we would still be getting 1,000 gold each for nothing. I think that's pretty
Let's
good.
say if he sells it for full price.
That's true. I'm naive. I assumed he told us the price that he thinks he could sell it for.
Well, he just said that's what it was valued at. What it's valued at and what people are willing to pay for it are two separate things.
I'm new to this. You're the expert, so
I'm not an expert at all, but that's just...
I saw a show. It's Pawn's Heroes.
It's,
You think we should try to negotiate a little bit more?
I think, look, if he won't, I don't want him to know this. If he won't budge, I'll take it because, like, something's better than nothing. But let's counter with, like, 20 and see if we can get him down to 25.
Okay.
He could be the fourth man and get a cut that way.
Right. Okay. I think that's a fair proposal. I mean, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yes, you've returned.
I see.
Have you come at an agreement? 40%?
An agreement. Oh, that's what he did. 40%. I still say we go for it.
Go. I'll nudge Sam. It's his idea.
Oh, all right. Yes, we've come to an agreement on 20%.
For me?
Yes.
You can't be serious. There's no deal then. I'm not doing this for 20. The amount of problems that this could bring me would not be worth my time. I can make that amount of money times 12 in one evening.
How about 25 then? Look, I'm willing to negotiate with you.
I am not an equal partner in this deal, my friend. I'm doing the work. 40% or no deal.
Could you get a date with the Duchess, though?
Trust me, I don't swing that way.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying. I'm not necessarily implying that you do. I'm just saying, could you, if you had wanted to?
I don't need to.
You know,
Because people like you do it for me.
fair point. I think the 40% sounds okay.
30%.
You're insulting me under my own roof. I'll tell you what. I'll take 35% if you pay the repair fee. Otherwise, I will pay it. I'm paying it. I want 40%.
Well, is the repair fee more or less than 50 gold? Am I doing my math right?
Are you willing to take that risk?
You're not going to tell me what the repair fee is before I agree to this?
I don't know what the repair fee is.
Oh wait, no, I'm not doing my math right at all. More or less than 250 gold.
Yeah, 5% of 5,000
Yeah, that's
is a
not
lot.
15. What am I talking about? I have a feeling I think we should just take the 40, Sam.
Can I do a check to see if I could estimate a repair cost? I don't know if that.
If only Sareth was here. You got like the 0 and the -1 charisma guys doing the talking.
If you want to check for it,
I don't know how much I would know anyway, but
yeah, I would say make an intelligence check.
now's the time for 20.
Oh, pretty
That
close.
Um, with that roll, I will give you a range. It would probably be anywhere from 100 gold to 700 gold to fix.
I don't know, probability states that it would be higher than 250 then, if that's the range I'm thinking.
Yeah.
This is like, it's like fixing like a Louis Vuitton bag.
Right. That's why. Yeah, I think we should just take the 40.
Because that's like 2 7ths that it's going to be less than that, and 5 7ths that it's going to be over. Those odds aren't looking too great.
No. Sam, you are quite the mathematician.
Well, do we have a deal?
Fine, deal.
Yes.
Shake on it.
I shake his
Shake
hand.
all of your hands. And then I'll shake with
thank
his
you.
left. No, I'm kidding.
Appreciate that.
All right, I'll hold on to this. I'll have it repaired. I'll keep you updated on its status. I presume
Thank
you
you.
want nothing to do with the deal to be kept in the
No.
dark.
I don't want to know who
Yeah, I think the less strings that come back to us, the better.
This is how I usually conduct business. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. And hopefully there'll be other fruitful endeavors we may go down together. Now, if you excuse me, I have some business to tend to. I'll send someone down to get this. Just leave it here.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You don't want to walk up with it.
Trust me, no one would dare steal from me down here.
Good point.
Well, until later. Until fix his suit, button his tuxedo suit, his blazer, and he'll walk out, leaving you in the room alone. Do clap twice before you leave.
Okay.
All right,
I don't-
thanks.
Yeah, we don't have anything else to do.
Light
Let's
shut
go
off.
join our friends back at the table.
Yes.
Okay, during your absence, the turtle has left.
Oh no.
Yeah, he is gone.
Rip turtle.
All right, we're back. Business.
All right, you know
Dealt with.
business.
Well, hopefully fruitful, yes?
Hope so. Hope so, indeed.
Aye, good.
So, what's on the agenda for you folks today?
So you're asking about my business. I
Just
got a
curious. Make
few-
conversation.
few contracts I got to deal with. What about you, Rin? Just landed in last night. Just got in. I want to.
Okay, my arm's tired.
Landed in. Would I have any idea what she's talking about or they're talking about?
No, you haven't seen anything that would suggest that.
Yeah, this is not like an ocean city or a port city, so I don't know. I'll ask about that. Rin? What do you mean landed in? How did you get here?
Oh, I took an airship to a neighboring city,
Oh,
and I came in last night.
Airships. Interesting.
yeah, Sam, they got machines to do everything that you can do.
Okay, well,
what's up with that?
not everything. All right. I will race one of those machines and I will win hands down.
What you may win, but they can travel cross continents. I don't know if you can do that. She'll
And how
sip
does
her-
one get a ticket on one of these airships?
I assume you'd buy them, Scorn.
If you can
Yeah,
find them, yeah, you can buy, but they tend to be taken very quickly. I had to pull some strings to get it done. Blackmail, standard, you know.
of course,
Usual.
of course. I'm like definitely like that is a front. Blackmail is not like a typical.
Make a performance check, and I'm gonna have them roll to see if they can insight this. Please be a 1.
Casual black.
No.
You're drinking. You say, "Yeah, of course, yes,
Blackmail,
yeah,
I do." Oh, that one, of course.
Scorn prefers a white male, but
yeah. She'll say, "Yeah, I just got in last night, so I'm gonna take the day to get my bearings and talk to the gentleman, see if he needs me to fill in some gaps. But if not, I'll probably pass by this city and on to the next till I find a place to employ me."
Well, what sort of work do you do?
Well, my specialty is finding dirt and using that.
Finding
to-
Dirt?
got here. Got it.
Finding dirt? You know dirt?
That's what I wanted to say.
I travel
we
the
know dirt.
world just to find dirt.
We know dirt.
Oh, I know.
Rin, I'm happy to be in your good graces. Then I didn't know that was your specialty.
Ah, we all have a specialty here, Celine says. What's yours?
Now, well, mine is cooking. I'm a chef.
So you cook your way into contracts.
Well, that was what I did before this sort of work.
Hey, everyone needs to eat.
Aye.
I'm a fighter.
And
I'm-
drink,
I'm
and he'll
like
raise his
a-
glass.
Yeah.
I'm more of like the muscle of this operation, I would say. I'll gesture to my great axe that is probably on my back.
He'll gesture over to Boris and say, "Think you can beat him?"
Oh, no way. Absolutely not. And I know better than to say otherwise in this establishment.
Seems like you got some brains too to back up the muscle. That's always good.
Yeah, got a pretty good memory, you know?
And
True,
you're the
he can
sneaky one, huh?
He's got like the photographic memory. Like he could tell you, like name a date, and he could tell you the day of the week if it on. Just do it. Any date in any year, you do it.
It's not that's not what I can do.
All
He's
right,
like Rain Man.
I'll do my birthday.
What day is that?
I'll tell you the date. You're telling me the day, right?
Yeah.
August 16th. 1008.
A Friday. Of course.
He's gonna make an intelligence check.
Wait, what? Why'd you roll an 8?
He's gonna.
Oh, I guess with roll 20 I could probably just do
Yeah,
a
you could just
7.
done a 7. But
Yeah. It wouldn't have shown up though.
He'll raise his glass and say, "I don't fucking remember." Sure. He'll cheers to it.
But you believe me, it's true.
And what do you
I've
do?
never seen them be wrong.
You the sneaky guy?
But yeah, I got quick fingers and light feet and wings.
You can tell by the cloak. I got one too.
They come in handy, especially with my standout-ish appearance.
I could see how that could be a problem, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely doesn't make things easier, but you know.
If anything, it makes you better.
Yeah, you know, it's I wouldn't if I wasn't good, then you know it'd be easy to catch on.
So what? This is Rin talking. So, you're from the Starry Mounts, right? You got any work over there I can do?
Blackmailing people. Nah, I not so much of that. We more
Well, I can do extortion. You know, people disappear.
I mean, I come from a very quiet village, hence why I'm out here. You know, if there was work back there, then you know I'd still be there.
I suppose, yeah. What about you? You said Dividing Plains. I'm not too familiar with Taldori. Is that a city?
Yeah, no, it's just a general area. I come from a nomadic tribe. We would wander the plains typically. But like I said, when I got older, I moved to Ayton, and that was where I spent most of my adult life. So
why would a nomad like you trade that life for the city life? Yeah, I know why I did it. I was forced to. And most people I know don't trade it if they're not forced to.
yeah, you could say I wasn't forced to per se, but I was definitely encouraged. Some poor, not poor, but some decisions that they didn't approve of. And, you know.
Well, fuck them. She'll raise her glass.
Cheers to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it there's no one there that needs extortion?
No one there that I'm willing to pay to extort. No. A little low on funds right now, but if you caught me at a different time, maybe.
Hopefully that business with a gentleman will help.
Yeah, yeah. Come back in a week. I say jokingly. I don't want her to actually. I might not even be here in a week. Who knows?
Who knows?
Such is the life. Yep.
Yes. Our friend over there staring at the wall, she does a little bit of everything. She's just not the most social.
She's our special member.
Yeah.
Hey, every group needs one. I prefer to run solo. I had some bad experience with some team members.
Understand that.
Plus, I don't have to split it with anybody. Pocket the whole thing.
That's a good point. Do you mind if I ask what happened?
If you buy me a drink, sure.
Yeah, I'll buy you a drink.
Huey.
What was
Get
it?
another.
A silver.
A silver.
Yeah, silver.
Got it.
The drink will come over. We'll pour half into one and into the other to get that the head of foam kind of even on both. And he'll drink. He's an experienced drinker, you know. We'll say after he drinks some of it. Well, way back, let's see, around about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I used to run with this guy. His name was Clint. Good kid. Came from nothing. Real light on his feet. Could think, get out of situations. Got involved with a bad crowd, let's just say. And he wound up backstabbing me for some money.
Oh yeah? What
Treated
sort of
him
bad
like
crowd are you talking about?
We just got involved with a bunch of lowlifes and, you know.
In this city?
Yes, it was here. Treated him like my son. Taught him everything I knew.
You know where he is now? Is he still with these guys?
If I see him, I kill him. I don't know.
Noted. Scorn will remember that. um,
Yes, you will. For a month.
yes, and then it'll be gone. I like to think that that's how it works too. Like it just gets wiped.
No, it's the minutia that gets wiped.
Right.
It's a rolling SD card. It just constantly overwrites.
Oh man, well I'm sorry to hear that. We saw some lowlifes when we came to this town. We started on the northern end, found out that's not the place to be. That's not really, too safe of an area. But while we were there, we saw people, breaking into homes, stealing stuff, all sorts of crap. Just out in daylight, no subtlety to it. If you want to do it at night, that's one thing, but
Well, I'll tell you what. Way it's going now, there ain't going to be a safe place in this city. And while what I do isn't as strong, it isn't considered good by most. I have a code I follow. And that kind of stuff, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, we all gotta have a personal code, man. You gotta have that own internal compass that you live your life by.
You know what they do to these people? Take them away from their families. Strip them of everything they have. Throw them in the mines.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible. And then you get people in there and steal your shit.
Yep.
what was
no
the name of this person again? Sorry.
The one you're talking to?
Yeah,
Celine.
Celine. Okay, got it.
It's like it's like there's no sport in it, you know?
Aye. Just do what they want. Anyway. Enough of that. On to better things.
Here's the better days ahead, right?
Cheers.
Cheers.
He'll finish both grogs of ale. Excuse me. Better get started. Get his things and get up and leave. And Rin will
Have a good
one. We'll give you both a nod and a nod to Sereth. And then Rin will say, yeah, I think I should probably figure out what I'm going to do today on my off day. As much as I like spending my day down here in this dank, it's actually pretty well lit place with you fine folk. Experience what Aresi has to offer. So, thanks for the drinks. Nice talking to you guys. Wish you the best.
You as well.
We'll see you around.
And she'll nod and head out. I'll say you probably wasted an hour and a half right there, 2 hours.
Okay.
Shooting shit.
How long till the mission? Were we given a time, or is it just like whenever Andrea shows up?
So, I mean, it depends what you want to do. If you want to go try and investigate what's going on with the Silent Order, you can do that whenever. Or if you want to do... she recommended doing the breaking into the professor's lab at night.
Right, yeah, that's more what I was talking about. The Silent Order stuff, like, I assumed we would do at the same time. And she, I believe, has told us not to leave, right?
She didn't explicitly say that today. She did say if you do leave or when you do leave later or at any point, you need to be not yourself.
Yeah.
Did you turn your camera off?
Me?
Yeah,
I don't see.
You as well.
No, I did not. Your thing just went off for me, so let me reconnect and see what's up.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't explicitly say you had to stay here. She just said you need to talk to the gentleman first before you leave and have some good disguises.
Okay. But we weren't left anything to disguise ourselves with.
I believe you have disguise kits, courtesy of the Thieves Guild, but that was for your mission this evening. But they don't necessarily have an expiration. Like, if you have a disguise kit, it's good until it's probably good for like 8-10 hours. It's like makeup.
Well, Sam, is there anything that you wanted to do in the city today? Because I feel like if we're gonna use these kits, we should be careful. Like we don't want to get into any fights before
I
the actual
agree.
mission.
I don't know if there's really anything that I want to do in the city. Aside save the city, of course, but
Well, yeah. But at this
um,
very moment, yeah, I think I'm all right as well. I would like to just walk around, but I don't know if that's worth breaching the surface for. I mean, I just want to stretch my legs, get out there, and see the world. But
yeah, I can understand that feeling and that sentiment wholeheartedly. But it's especially with my appearance, it's hard for me to get a disguise that's good, and I want to save those for the appropriate circumstances.
yeah, no, understandable. So let's hang out here then. I'm sure. I've seen you. You have like potions, right? That you sort of work on your
do.
downtime.
Um, I do have potions. I also have some books, but I also have the second gem that we found. I still need to figure out what that is. And I need to repair my elder's staff at some point as well, but that might take more magic-y repair as well as like physical repair.
Well, all right. So then let's just hang out until we're told to, come to the surface. And well, actually, did Andreas say that she would be leading us on that mission to the, or is this a solo mission? The academy, the Iron
That is
Torch
a
Academy.
good question.
She is not going on that mission.
Ah, so it's just up to us whenever we want to go, and it's night. Okay, cool.
After
let's just
your
hang.
successful mission, she kind of took the reins off a little, and
She
she's
trusts
further
us a little
testing
bit.
you.
Yeah. So I think I'm down to just hang until it's time to go.
Okay.
So,
Did I notice, or would I have noticed anyone walk into the back room while we were talking to Rin and Celine?
no, the back room there is generally off limits until the floor itself opens up. That's like the private area, so
that's just where we left the thing. I just wanted to make sure no one actually, because I know that the gentleman said no one would steal it, but I'm still a little on edge.
Yeah. No, in your time, no one has gone back there, staff or otherwise.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just post up near the doorway so I can see anyone who goes in and hang out.
Okay. Let's see. I mean, this is considered downtime. So if you guys want to do anything during your downtime, if you want to read, if you want to, I don't know.
Let's see.
Anything.
Take a look through the old inventory.
You can do whatever you'd like at this moment.
I have a couple magic items, but I don't know what I would be able to glean just like with my human eyes. I don't think that would really.
I do want to try to understand that red gem I found. So whatever we're gonna do for that.
I talked to Ben, and he was okay with giving up his wand.
Oh crap!
Because I gave him another item instead. And I said, if you want this item, you need to give up another item. So his wand, I think I have it in here. 1 second. Items. Okay, his wand allows you to cast. Hold on, I have to find it. Continue on what you were saying, and I'll look for this. I don't know if you were saying anything.
Identify, disguise self, and
did we write it down?
No, I think I haven't.
Jared should have.
I feel like we might have written it down.
I mean, I wouldn't have. Not for Ben.
Oh yeah, I guess not. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I wanna just try to understand the magic of that red gem and what it can be used for. Like I know with the white gem I could use that for.
Okay. So this is this one of the stones, right? One of the parts of the rod.
Yeah,
All right. So, and what color is it again? Red.
red one.
Okay, this is
that
the
we
one
got
you.
in the sewer.
Yep, you got in the sewers. All right. So, make me.
All I got out of it was that it's got a strong leaning towards darker magic in my last attempt.
Correct. It does. Okay, is this it? I think
But alas, I am an idiot, so it takes me a while to figure these things out.
Well, to be fair, that is a hard. It's a hard one. Okay,
I also have a 1 intelligence, so.
I have the wand here. So, the wand, infamous wand, it allows you to cast 3 different spells. The first one is Detect Magic. The second one is hold on. See Invisibility. And
There's invisibility.
So yeah, See Invisibility, and then it's
Identify.
Yep, Identify, thank you. And then the other one is called Clairvoyance. And you can only cast them at the level they exist at. You can't cast them at like, you know.
And they have like their own separate charge and 1d4.
So the rule is you have, you have 3 charges, and you can use them however you see fit on them. But it's a 3 charge pool, and you have to roll a d4 to see how long you get that charge back. So let's say you use a charge, you roll a d4. If that charge takes 4 days, you have to wait 4 days for that. If you use it again, you have to re-roll for that second charge, if that makes sense. It's not like at the end of 4 days, you get all 3, it maxes out.
Got it.
Wait, so is it on top? So if you roll a 1...
It's the next day.
All right. So I used 2 charges. I got a 4 for the first one and a 1 for the second one. Is it I have to wait 5 days for them both, or is it in the span of 4 days I would get both back?
No, so in the span of 4 days, you would get both back.
Okay. Right. So they recharge simultaneously. It's not like a cumulative.
Yeah, no, they have their own. They have their own charge time. It's not one charge time. That's one of the things I didn't like about some of the wands I was looking at. Because then it becomes less useful. Especially because this is a utility wand, really. It doesn't do any damage.
Mm-hmm.
It would make sense to be able to use it like that. Anyway, that's the wand he left you. So you can technically cast Identify.
Cool. And would we know... well, I guess 2 questions. Do we have to tune to it?
Yeah, you would. I don't think...
Okay.
Yeah, and Arth is left today, so you wouldn't be able to use it yet.
And... what was my other question?
It's called the Wand of Conjuration, by the way. Or is it Divination? Wand of Divination.
Yeah, probably Divination. It's not conjuring anything.
No.
What was my other question? Oh, for Identify, no material components?
No, it's just the wand is essentially everything.
Okay, right. And then, sorry, last question. Are we aware of any... I guess when we attune to it, we would be made aware of the current charges and like days that we have to wait to recharge them?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because it's fully charged.
Oh, okay. All right. Sam, you want this?
I mean, I won't say no to a magic item if you don't want it.
Do you have an attune slot?
I don't know if I have an attunement slot for it. That's a good question.
Yeah, that's what because I'm currently attuned to the ring, and I feel like something else, but maybe not actually.
Let me look. I have
the ring, and then I have an amulet of animal charm that I think attuned.
Does my amulet of animation I use my eyeballs. Is that attunement?
Absolutely.
All right. So I have 1. I have bracers of
cloak?
thievery, also attuned. Yeah, and I have the cloak. So yeah, I'm all attuned up.
Okay, so then I'll take it then.
Okay. So you have the wand of divination.
All right.
So I think the only third level spell there is clairvoyance. The other are
Cool.
second level.
All right.
That was a parting gift from Arthas.
Yeah, what a nice guy. All right. Yeah, I think I'm good. Is there anyone else in the bar area, or is everyone pretty much cleared out for the day?
Well,
Or
there
for the
probably
night, I
will
guess.
be people trickling in throughout the day, but right now it's empty.
Okay.
Boris is just kind of sitting there. He has a stool that he sits on. Just chilling. Kind of sleeping.
Hey, Boris.
What?
A little while ago, I picked up some food because I didn't know how long we were going to be traveling for. I have a couple loaves of bread if you want them.
I'm watching my carbs. I just had cupcakes. Thank you, though.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I know you're a guy who likes his bread in twos, so I thought I'd ask.
I should be eating lunch soon here enough.
Okay. Well, have a nice nap. Sorry for waking you.
That's okay. You were going to give me food. And he'll kind of lean back against the wall and close his eyes again.
All right. Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. I
So,
don't think there's
Sam,
anything else.
I guess you can't use identify yet. Okay. So, do you want to what do you want to ascertain about this gem? This will determine arcana versus, history, religion, anything.
I know that the white gem I have is the gem of light, and then I can use it to essentially blind people.
Yeah.
So I would like to figure out what similar type of power this gem has, or I guess wouldn't really be similar, but what additional?
Okay, go ahead. Make if you're looking for power, that would be arcana.
Cool. Good roll. Not bad.
Okay.
+1.
So this is like I think your third roll into this.
I don't know. At least second.
I think it's your third or fourth. So I'll be a little bit nicer here. So two things you ascertain from this crystal, basically. One, thinking back where in the sewers, where it came from and how it was used, you are positive it in some way channels the very fabric of space and time and allows you to manipulate it via teleportation. The only thing is, you're fairly confident that this stone has been infected or somehow turned evil. And it's no longer pure. So in order to use it in the rod, probably would have to go under some sort of purification. What that means, how you do it, who can do it, those are questions you can't answer with a 15.
Right.
But it's definitely in its current state been, transformed into something in a weapon of evil would probably be. Meaning it probably gives you access to areas and planes and that are probably not good.
Okay. Knowing, if only Sareth was here to talk with me. Okay. Well, we'll have to deal with that later.
Okay. So if you want, we can sort of fast forward a little until the evening.
Yeah, that works for me.
There's nothing else you guys want to do? Actually, both of you, roll me percentage die.
Well, how long did that take? Do I have time to do other things?
I kind of gave you a lot of information there.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't think you could do much of anything else.
Haha, nice.
Wow, the first ever 69.
Nice. That's like a critical.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, roll yours.
Double 69s?
Dude.
Wait, what if I get a 42?
It'd be legendary.
Damn it.
13. Okay.
Unlucky.
So,
Or is it lucky?
let me look at this table I made. If you want, I'm going to introduce two other people that would have at some point walked into this bar. And if you'd like to converse with them, you can. They'll be at disparate times, though. They're not at the same time. So I'll go off of your roll first, Scorn. This... What'd you say?
That a pimp walks into the bar.
Yeah, that would be really funny. So in this range, you see a fully covered head to toe in clothing humanoid figure waltz down the stairs. They're wearing mostly white. They have a hood up that's drawn. You can see there are like leather straps and belts and all sorts of things that are red and blue. And then at least there are visible 6 different handheld sword-like weapons on this person's body. Strapped to his back, his side, his boot, his thigh, like everywhere. And this would be the equivalent of like what a ninja would look like, kind of.
And like no skin is showing.
No, actually, literally no skin. It's kind of like Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
Sam, that's too tall to be dirt, right? It's not dirt.
Dirt was short, so I would definitely think it would be too tall.
Okay. Looks like an intimidating person. Shall we? Let's just watch for a bit. What are they doing?
They go immediately to the bar. They don't sit. The bartender recognizes them. There's a look of recognition, and begins to make a complicated-looking drink. Guy didn't say a word. Still not sitting. He's leaning on the bar forward like this, just kind of sitting there staring down at the bar top. Bar's
Well,
just sleeping currently.
Looks like he's a regular.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Want to go talk to him?
Sure.
This feels like a safe place. Like I feel like we're good to like just strike up conversation. All right, yeah, let's walk over.
All right. So you get to, probably about here.
Okay.
And he'll look up from leaning forward. And you can see, like, there's the impression of his nose, his eye sockets. Like, you can see he's humanoid. He has the features, but it's all covered in basically clothing.
How you doing there, pal?
He just kind of looks at you, looks you up and down, turns back towards the bar.
What kind of eyes am I getting from this person? Like,
Doomy eyes.
Make an insight check.
I guess I mean literally like what do they look like? Not like what.
Oh, I understand. They are basically sockets, eye sockets, with a faint glow of like purple.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so this person is like not human or really anything close to human, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I want metagaming.
Well, I don't know what it is.
I mean, the purple eyes gave me a hint, but I don't want metagaming.
Okay. I don't know what that means. So
Can I look to see what the drink being made is?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I guess I just would sort of freeze, not expecting those piercing purple eyes.
Hell yeah.
Wow. That's pretty good, Dan. Okay.
Saving the good rolls for important things.
This is called Black Midnight. It is... I'm just going to give you this because you rolled high with perception. And I don't know. Maybe you know about cocktails in this, but whatever. Basically, it's a drink that's sort of crafted. It was rumored to be crafted by people long ago who believed in the necromancy side of things. It's a drink usually given or ingested to honor like fallen brethren or like a death, right? To honor like a death. And it said those who drink it that aren't undead or aren't necromancers spend the next couple of days with nightmares and of like them dying in the same way that whoever they killed recently died, or something like that. But basically it's a rum-based drink with really bitter like additives, and it's not good like at all.
I see that he's getting that drink, and I go, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss."
Bartender, I'll have what he's having.
No, you don't want to do that. Don't do that.
Why not? It looks good. I like rum.
It's not for you. Give him just rum and coke there, barkeep. He'll be happy with that.
Huey will continue to make the guy's drink. And in the middle of doing that, he kind of pours you a rum and coke while. So there is a vial, literally like a round vial of black liquid, right? And he lets it sit, and you can see it's like kind of like smoky, like evaporating inside the vial, and he's just letting it sit there for a little. He'll pour you the rum and coke, and he'll lean in close and say, "I'd leave this one alone if I were you. Doesn't talk much."
Noted. All right.
Enjoy
Sam,
the drink.
I'm not sure if we're welcome here, or not here, but like I don't know. I feel like we're bothering this person. Let's. I don't know. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna walk away.
He'll get the drink,
myself.
Sip it, and then he'll turn to Sam. And as you're leaving, he'll kind of see you, and he'll extend out the glass.
Oh.
Glass?
Offering me a sip?
He's offering you a sip.
I'll have a sip.
No, he didn't offer it to you.
Oh.
He offered it to me.
He'll say, and this is kind of like a wispy voice, "If you honor me with drink." He'll extend out his hand.
I know what it's gonna. So I just get nightmares, right? It's just that's what it is.
So,
or do I die?
No, you don't die.
Rum.
I'll let you decide, but I will say, to make it a little bit more comfortable for you, it could possibly be negated because you can't be poisoned.
That is true. I am immune to poison.
So there is a percentage chance that may work out for you. It's up to you if you want to take the risk.
I guess I'll take the risk. I don't want to be rude. And this guy's creepy AF. So I'll slowly put my hand out and grab it and take like a very small sip and say thank you for the kind offer, and then hand it back.
All right, so make a con save. When you immediately touch the glass, it is like dry ice, it feels like.
Nice.
Oh no.
Okay, so you will take...
You can't make this shit up.
You will take 9 points of cold damage.
I'll go, ooh, it's got a little chilly in here.
You bring it up to your lips, and it smells almost like embalming fluid. And you drink it.
That's some strong rum.
Make another con save.
Nice. Double now once.
I would laugh so hard. You have to force it down without gagging. It is bitter. It tastes like chemicals. It is horrific. It is a dark black drink. Like, it's black midnight. I mean, come on. And nothing happens. You don't feel anything. It just fucking sucks.
Yeah,
You all right there, Sam?
I choke it down. I go, that was, again, I'm handing the drink. I go, thank you for the offer. It was very generous of you.
He'll just kind of give you a nod, down it, slam it on the counter, and turn to the bartender. One more, please. He'll make another one. Are you going to stay with him, or are you going to go away?
Sam, you've clearly formed a bond. I'll let you decide. I don't understand.
I guess I'll go and I'll say, well, I hope you have a good rest of the day, and then I'll turn to start to leave.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't do anything.
On his court.
He's not going to try and stop you.
Cool. Thank you. Oh, did you make the eggplant parm? Nice.
Ooh.
Shit, I'm hungry. He doesn't stop you. You are free to leave.
As we're walking away, I tell Scorn what the drink was, and I was like, that drink was not the tastiest.
Oh, thanks for stopping me. I had a lot of foul smells today.
Yeah, I mean, you might have fared better than I had.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know. I also am very resistant to ingesting things that are harmful, so...
Sam could drink bleach and be fine.
Speaking of ingesting things that could be harmful, what do you say now that like our plan has been ruined? What do you say we do with this jar of fake vomit? Save it for a rainy day? You think?
I absolutely think we should. I think the longer it sits there, the better it gets, Scorn. I really don't think we should waste
You're right.
that.
Yeah, there's no like pressing need to use it. It ages like a fine wine.
It ages like fine vomit.
I don't think there's any reason why we shouldn't save that for it. I guarantee there's gonna come a point in time where we're gonna be like, damn, I'm glad we saved that fake
It'll
vomit.
come up. You're right.
And absolutely.
All right. Good thinking.
Okay.
I'm done with this guy.
All right. He will eventually leave after he's had 3 of those drinks, which means either 3 people he loves have died, or he's killed 3 people today.
I'll take the latter.
Yeah, I'll take the latter as well.
Either way, he leaves just as mysteriously as he has entered. And then with your, was it a 14 you got?
13.
13. Same range, doesn't matter. Okay. With this roll, okay, cool. You watch as a very tall, almost 8 feet tall. It's kind of like it's a hooved humanoid creature with like very short fur and kind of like these very folded over twisted ears that come out and a face that resembles like a cow almost.
Yeah. All right.
This is what is called a furbolg.
Oh, I would know that because I saw furbolgs on my way to.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
They are creatures of the Wild Mother.
Ah.
He's got on large leather boots, with nice pants. He's got like a nice tunic, a utility belt. Not really got basically no weapons on him, but he has a large, twisted, kind of old, long wooden staff. No jewel at the top, nothing, just twisted and gnarled, old. He's got very unkempt like facial hair, and his hair is shaggy up top. Got a nice big bulbous nose with kind of reddish. He kind of walks down. You can see on his shoulder is a beautiful canary bird. It just kind of, like, whistles a little bit as he walks down.
If you want to talk to the guy, I'll talk to the bird, Scorn.
All right, sounds good.
I'm interested in the bird.
Where's he headed?
He's kind of looking around. He seems kind of new. Like, he doesn't really know where he is necessarily. Like, he knows where he is, but like where he wants to go. He's just kind of taking it in for the first time.
His eyes like scan towards us. I like wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
He'll give a smile and wave back, and the bird will go.
I'm gonna whistle at the bird, and as only a bird can.
He'll kind of.
There are like not a lot of people in here, right?
There maybe are a few other people, but not of interest like this person would be.
It's not like loud though.
No. It's pretty much dead quiet.
Yeah, so I'll just be like, "Hey, come over. You want to sit with us?"
Yeah, sure. And he'll come make his way over. He kind of moves kind of slow, a little clumsy. Bird switches shoulders. He comes and sits down at the table. Big, kind of lumbering form in this tiny chair.
What brings you here?
I'm looking for work.
Oh, interesting. What sort of work do you do?
Well, he's awkward. He'll extend his hand out to you guys before like he answers that. He'll extend his hand out and say, "The name's Cad, short for Caduceus."
Cad, my name's Scorn.
Hi, I'm Sam, and any person that's a friend of birds is a friend of mine.
Huh. This is Bagley right here. Good friend of mine. I've known him for a while.
Stick my finger out.
He hops on.
Hey, nice.
Just kind of chirping at you. Beautiful
I'll chirp
bird.
back. I can tell he's well cared for. It does my heart good to see.
Of course.
Well,
all of the Wild Mother's creatures must be cared for.
Amen to that. I'll raise my glass and realize, oh, Cad, you don't have a drink. Can I get you something?
Warm milk, please.
Absolutely. I'll go over to
Nice.
Hurley? Is his name?
Yeah. Huey. It's Huey.
Oh, Huey. Huey, can we get a glass of warm milk, please?
Okay.
For the new guy.
He'll start making the warm milk. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Of course. Have you come a long way?
I've been around. Yes. Still got a ways to go.
Don't we all?
What's the final destination of your journey?
I don't know yet. I'm waiting for her to tell me.
I feel that. I myself am a follower of the Wild Mother, and I got that same urge to sort of leave my home a little while ago, and it brought me here.
Well, cheers to that. And as the warm milk comes, and he'll drink it. His hands are huge. They kind of like dwarf the cup. And he'll hold it over for the bird.
It's like Mama used to make.
The bird will start drinking some of the milk.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Cad. I'm always, a friend to anyone who's a follower of the Wild Mother.
How long you been practicing the faith?
I'm actually relatively new to it. It started a little bit before I left my home. But she has only brought me good things, and I am her loyal servant. And I'll gesture to the tattoo.
Ah. That's a nice one.
Yep, got it got it at home in Ayton. I know a good guy, good tattoo guy. Got a few more.
I don't have any myself, but maybe one day.
Yeah, I'd be happy to give you a recommendation if you're ever in the area. Where do you call home, Cad? I think did I ask you that already?
I'm from the Glade Pools.
Glade Pools. Is that where I saw? Hold on, let me pull up the world map real quick.
There's a small den of mine there, but we've been displaced. And now I'm wandering on a pilgrimage. Had a vision from the Wild Mother, set me on my way.
Cad, you don't say. Did this displacement happen recently?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think I may have been in the area. I think I may have witnessed what you're talking about.
Well, I'm glad you made it too then.
Yeah, maybe this is meant to be. The Wild Mother brought us together.
Well, I like the sound of that. We'll finish his glass of warm milk.
Wild Mother works in mysterious ways.
And you said you were looking for work. I think I asked, but we may have been interrupted. I again, forget. But what do you do?
Anything that involves wandering through nature and being a guide for those lost, if you will.
Well,
Not really sure where I am, and something told me to come down here, though.
We have a friend who is another fellow follower of the Wild Mother. He's in Bryoden, which is just a few days' journey west. And he's recently headed up the Hunters Guild. And I know they're having a few issues with finding game in the area. And you being so in touch with nature and looking for work, maybe you could go help them out and figure out that whole scarcity problem. Do some what's it called? Conservational work.
Yeah. That sounds nice.
Well, if you're ever in that area, his name is Rodrigo.
And what's your name?
Oh, Scorn. I didn't introduce myself. My name's Scorn. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure I introduced myself, right?
You might have. Well, I appreciate your hospitality. Never forget a friendly face.
Yeah.
Or a friendly bird.
And he looks around at... There are like a couple of people in here who are like, scum of the earth, like really rough looking people. He just kind of looks... He smiles, just kind of gives him a smile. Friendly folk down here.
Can't judge a book by the cover, you know?
Boris kind of nudges awake. His eyes lock with yours, and then he scans immediately to Cad. He'll start getting up and moving his way over. Hey, you there? Oh, hi,
Boris,
friend.
He's cool. He's with us.
You invited this man in here?
No. He came down and we started chatting. But...
The bird will fly onto the head, like one of the horns of Boris, and just start chirping at him. Get this! What is? And he'll cat a whistle. Come on, and the bird will fly on his shoulder. Forgive me, friend. He's a little excited. Am I bothering you fine folk here? I can always head out. Boris will look at you.
Cad, you seem like a really excellent guy, but unfortunately, I think this place might not be honestly good enough for you. You seem like someone who's very pure-hearted, and I think you may have accidentally wandered into sort of thievy neck of the woods.
A den of thieves, if you will.
Yeah.
Figuratively.
Huh. Oh,
If you're familiar with
would you look at that? Silly me. Well, I didn't mean
Well-
nothing by this. I'm sorry. I really am. I'll get out your hair like I was never here, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. May the mother guide you.
You as well.
Remember, Rodrigo.
Yes.
Of course.
Ryoden.
Sam and Scorn. Boris will give you a dirty look and escort Cad up
bring
the
him in?
stairs. I know, but he thinks you did. He was sleeping. And Cad leaves just as mysteriously as he arrived. That was a low roll, man. That's why you got a good one.
Like polar opposite people.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, with that, I think we'll take a 5-minute break. If Connor's not back, then he's just going to miss the night's festivities. We tried to stall as long
filibustered
as
for him.
possible, but
We
Yeah.
did filibuster.
hey, look, they weren't all meaningless. You got some
No. I
information.
apologize.
Clint, you got no. That I was doing it intentionally. I threw together.
Oh,
Oh, he's muted.
he is
he's
muted,
here.
but he's here.
Let's see what he has to say.
Rip roof.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but he doesn't know he's muted.
He's in character. He's staring at the wall.
Oh, I have to move him over and he'll start talking. There we go. Any second now.
That would have been so clutch if he did it right as you moved.
Oh, I was banking on it. All right. Well, I'm going to take a 5 anyway. I got to pee.
All right, Connor's gonna be very confused.
Sorry, he
Jeez.
knows. It's 8
Yeah,
o'clock.
yeah.
That's when we usually do it.
It's time.
All right. When we get back, it's the heist.
We worked out a deal with the gentleman. He's going to fix and fence the suit. Unfortunately, he's going to take a 40%
Thank God
cut.
he can fix it. Oh, what a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Trust
tried
me,
negotiating,
I
but
tried negotiating, but I have a -1 charisma, so I'm not very graceful at it. And you weren't here, so we had a -1 and I think a 0. So
yeah.
Definitely go with the -1 then.
so that happened. I learned more about my gem, the red one that we got in the sewer, and it's got some like teleportation magic to it, but it's been corrupted, so we need to purify it.
Okay.
We met a Loxodon, we met a Tortle and a human, and apparently there's a colony of turtles in the sewers under the
Oh
city.
yeah, I gotta write that down.
We met a Loxodon that's good at like extortion and blackmail, and she told us that there's airships, so airships are canon. That's how she got here. And then the human used to be friends with Clint, the guy from the Silent Order who went missing, and actually like taught him everything he knows. And then he got like betrayed by Clint for the Silent Order, so he like wants to kill him now. Arthas left us his wand, so Scorn has Arthas's wand.
That
And
may or may
then-
not have been used as an anal pleasure device.
Oh no.
Well, when you're a hobo, you do what you gotta do. And then we just talked with 2 more people. One was like a necromancer guy who.
What did you think it was, Dan? Let's hear it. You said you
Not
thought you
that.
knew from the eyes. What did you think
What
it was?
kind of a pleasure?
I thought it was. I thought from the eyes and the cloak, it was a drow.
Hmm.
Yeah, I assumed it was some sort of like undead thing.
Psych,
I mean,
there's
after you
3
told me
kobolds
that-
in a trench coat.
That would have been
it's
hilarious.
3 kobolds in a trench coat.
No,
But
this
we-
guy was like decked out with like swords and all kinds of weapons and stuff.
But there's a necromancer that came in and had 3 cocktails that are supposed to be for like either celebrating kills or remembering loved ones.
But it's not
And
really
it was, like,
celebrating. It's just death. Like
yeah, whatever. So there's
So-
that. I got a sip of it.
So Sam is now gonna have nightmares for like 2 days.
Maybe.
He could or couldn't.
Maybe.
Who knows?
He got a questionable roll.
At least the Nat 1 con save was on the ice damage, not on the actual save from the drink.
Yeah.
And then we met a Furbolg,
Furbolg, yeah.
Furbolg.
who was a follower of the Wild Mother, and we sent him towards Rodrigo and Brian.
Yeah, because he was like looking for work, and I asked him what he did, and he was like super vague. He basically just said he was like a nature guide. So I said that he could maybe help with like the hunting situation in Brian.
He clearly did not belong in the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, we were like, get out of here. like you
Boris
don't.
may or may not think that we let him in. But he was sleeping, so it's really his fault, so I think he's just projecting onto us.
He had his cupcakes. He's tired.
Sugar crash, afternoon sugar crash, I get it.
So that's what you missed. So we successfully filibustered. You are now, it's going to be the evening.
Perfect.
You are now, yeah, you came at the right time for being late. And it is currently, you guys are going to start getting ready to do your mission. So if you guys want to fill Sareth in on your plans, we'll start from there.
Yeah, so we are going to go to Marquette Square, where the professor's lab is, because we got to break into there. Then we're also looking for Curly, right, who also hangs out there to get his info. So those are kind of like the two objectives of the evening.
And Sam, you said you were gonna mostly. You said you thought that you could mostly handle the lab, correct?
I think so. I mean, I can go invisible, and I'm sneaky, so.
All that's involved is just going in, like planning.
And I'm just looking for
interacting with anyone.
documents, right? I'm just breaking in looking for documents.
Right. So what should we do with Curly? Or should we do anything with Curly? Like, what is our in to the Silent Order? Like, how are we getting that info?
Well, I think the first thing we want to understand is how does Curly get his info?
True.
Yes, so maybe.
So I think this might be like an observe and tail kind of mission.
Observe and document.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. So we're gonna be a little bit more hands off today or tonight.
I think so.
Perfect.
And I think once we figure that out, we can come up with a plan.
Yeah. Cool. I like it. Break.
Okay. So, you guys have each one disguise kit for the evening. You can.
I'm going to forego it and I'll be invisible.
Okay.
Well, Sam, don't you think maybe like just in case, like worst case scenario, wouldn't you rather be disguised?
I mean, I have 3 charges. I haven't used any today.
Yeah,
True.
I think it's fine because then we can save the disguise kit for.
Yeah. I mean, and it's also dark.
You're right. Okay.
And also my cloak lasts for an hour, so I have 3 hours to use. So.
That should be fine.
I will say
Make
in
sure
the
you don't drop anything because that breaks your.
no, Dan and I discussed that before. It's basically going to work as its invincibility spell.
Because I'm invincible while I'm under.
Invisibility, shit.
Exactly. No, Joe said invincibility.
It's canon. It's canon. It's canon.
Can't go back on it.
I'll say while you guys were talking and throughout the day studying whatever, the suit was taken by someone who looks like they worked there and put in a nice bag for carrying like nice clothes and brought upstairs. They check out. It's not like a random Joe.
Yeah, sweet.
All right. Anyway, just wanted to say that.
All right, then yeah, I'll go to my quarters to apply my disguise kit then. Or maybe, Sam, are you better with this? Can you maybe help me out? If I do it myself, I'll probably mess up.
Yeah, I feel like I'll mess it up.
I don't know. Are disguise kits dexterity or is it charisma, Jared?
They are dexterity.
Yes, they are dexterity.
I could
rolls.
I'd probably help them.
All right.
All right, I will
you-
Our
sit perfectly
faces.
still.
I will not allow Sam to apply it to both of you. You could take advantage on the roll.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll help one of you, and you guys can choose amongst yourselves because that's all I can do.
Oh, my dex is fine.
I'll say you do it because I'm not dexterous at all. So like I feel like it's not gonna like having advantage on mine isn't gonna be too much help.
I see what you're saying, but I think it's still worth putting it on you.
Well,
Alrighty.
you would have a greater chance of having a better roll with advantage. Scoring
Yeah,
has
exactly.
a decent
Saying,
chance
yeah.
of getting a good roll either way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we'll give you advantage, Sarah, and Scorn will do it not.
Alrighty. That's stealth.
No.
Just dex, just straight dex.
Well, I bet you wish you gave Scorn the advantage. Although I think
mean, mine wouldn't have been much better.
it would have been exactly
one.
It would have been 5% better if I had to quantify it.
Scorn spent about 2 hours in the bathroom.
I
comes
was
out-
even thinking like, oh, if this is bad, at least I have my D6 inspiration.
Well, no. So the way that skill checks work is even if you get a natural one, it's not an automatic failure. You have a DC you can beat. It's only an auto fail if you are attacking.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you can apply it if you'd like. If you want, the max you can get is 10.
Yeah,
It's up to you.
I think that's still a lot better than a 4. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Don't get a 1 on this too.
So be it. That's fine.
All right, a 5. Hey, that's 5% better than it was.
Yeah,
No, actually, that's 25% better.
yeah.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it is.
It's a 25% improvement.
Okay. So,
Scorn's in the bathroom for like 2 hours using this disguise kit. He comes out and we're like, Scorn,
Exactly
what are
the
you
same.
doing in there the whole time?
Scorn has
What
effectively put the glasses with the mustache on. That's
Yeah, I'm
effectively-
wondering like, am I obviously disguised or am I just like not disguised at all?
You're.
It's so good that I have no idea.
I would say if someone gets a good look at you, close up, probably easily discernible. But from a distance and at a glance, you know.
We'll go
It's
with
passable.
it. See what
It's an
happens.
old man with his glasses off.
So what are you?
You're good.
What are you disguising yourself as, Tony?
Let's just for the comedic value and because it's like a nat 1, I'll say an older woman.
Okay. All right, and then
Like what's that movie? Like the
Mrs.
Doubtfire?
Doubtfire.
yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire type.
There you go.
All right, and then Sarah, what are you? An old man.
An
She pulled it off.
older woman.
An
I'll-
older one.
I'll guess I'll just look like a average commoner woman, just like not wealthy, so like wouldn't look like weird out of place. It's like some random ass woman.
Okay. And then Sam, are you not doing it right? You're just going invisible.
Yep.
I disguise myself perfectly as Scorn.
That's so funny. You are now Arthas.
You inflate.
All right. Good to know. So, you guys are ready to go. What are you? Are you heading out now? Are you doing anything before you go? I will say, if you are going to be disguised as a commoner, you probably would not be able to carry around a great axe and a full set of
Sereth?
plate.
I don't have. Oh yeah, Sarah does. Sarah, do you have that
True.
bag?
I do have that bag.
Mind if I throw some stuff in there?
I meant to ask you,
Yeah.
where is Lugo? Did you just not find Steed him?
Yeah, is he just like dispelled?
Yeah. I have. Yeah, I guess I'll
He hasn't
say
been
he's
around for a
dispelled,
while.
so I forgot about him. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Rip Lugo.
Would you like to? I mean, you can potentially use him if you disguise him as a horse or something. Not disguise him, but make him a horse.
Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll make him a horse.
Okay.
I will cast Find Steed, and bring my beautiful baby boy.
Make him
Back
like
into
a farm horse to the commoner.
I'll make him a donkey.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Okay, you now
Because
have
otherwise,
a donkey.
Like, what are these commoners doing with this nice ass horse? So
What are these commoners doing with this lizard creature?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, clearly, they didn't know that you have to be really good at animal handling to bring it this far just for it to die. But,
I'll say this: you probably did not make Hugo appear, or Lugo, not Hugo. That was Shakost's. Lugo appear in the House of Elixir, so we'll say that you do it outside. But anyway, are you guys good to go?
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
I'll be like doing the casting, and then right before Lugo appears, I'll have Scorn like somewhere else is going, and everyone turns. Bam! I look back. There's a donkey.
Yeah, I like
Okay. So Sam, you let me know when you are disguised.
As soon as we walk out to head towards Marquette Square is when I put my hood on to go invisible.
All right. Sam vanishes.
Don't worry, guys. I'm still here.
Okay. Roll me your stealth check, Sam.
He's so
Just-
sneaky.
You have advantage too.
Oh, I know.
34.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I mean, I guess a 34 is a
36. I get a +2. Oh wait, maybe I built that in. I think I built that.
You
in.
built it in last
I would
time I
assume
checked.
it's built in.
Yeah, with a +15. I'm pretty sure it's built in.
Yeah, I feel like that'll be built in.
Plus another 6. Okay. So 34 it is. Sam vanishes into thin air. Just gone. So I will bring you back to the page, and you guys can chart out the route you would like to take. Remember, you are at the House of Elixir, which is right here. So you let me know.
All right, Mom. Let's make our way across town.
Built in.
Yeah, I think last time that we went in this direction, we went this way, which is making me
so.
think we should probably do a different way just to be safe.
Let's turn a right at Leather Daddy's then.
Yeah, let's go by Leather Daddy's and then go
Yeah.
up that way.
Go around.
Sounds good.
That area doesn't look as nice, so it looks like we fit in as compared to like
A little
the
bit more,
central
yeah.
area. Yeah,
Okay.
Like this looks a little darker and dingy.
So,
I mean, look
why
at
don't
those
you-
roofs. I know a lot about roofs now.
Yeah.
Why don't you draw out your little path?
All right. Freehand.
Those roofs are not 50-year warranty, let me tell you.
No.
They don't even know what a warranty
Damn.
is.
Okay, great. So, if you would all make me perception, that would be awesome.
Oh, you got it.
Yo, I'm rolling well right now. I'm on a hot roll right. 2 19s in a
Wow,
row.
you all rolled really well.
Just
Holy
screwed
shit.
yourself.
Let's
Dan.
go. We are perceiving out here.
Hey.
Okay, so
I love when the
getting by
worst
us.
roll is a 23.
you guys see as you leave in the evening, the sun
24.
has set. It's exactly 8:05 in the evening. You guys see, especially in the sort of Golden District here, that there are a ton of guards, a ton of city guard, Red Brand, and they are patrolling in squadrons. Typically, each squadron has with them a hound of some kind. Someone's on horseback. It's a pretty big showing. As you leave the Golden District, there are still heavy influences of guard, except instead of seeing Red Brand, you see lots of orc guard. They typically all have red skin and are just nasty looking with this armor that has horns and very sharp edges. Very menacing looking in their own right. Let me just loop this song. And none of them seem to bat an eye at you guys, per se. But they definitely carry with them a sort of fear, and you can it's like a very visceral fear. People around them move out of the way. They walk like they own the streets. There was an interesting interaction you watched between them and the Red Brand, and it seems even the Red Brand are kind of scared of these orcs.
Babies.
You also see every once in a while, they have these very large uruks, which are giant orcs. Big, kind of troll-looking things. They're classified as not large, but what's the one above that? Is that huge?
I think.
Yeah, I think it's huge,
so.
and then
Yeah, I don't know.
gigantic after that.
Yeah,
It's
they are big.
large, gigantic.
They are very, very, very big, and they walk occasionally chained. Like they have these big chains around them, and drawn by horses, just to keep them in line. But they are menacing. You can tell that since the prior night's events, the city is very much on full blast and trying to make a showing that they're strong, right? So that's what you see in general. With those rolls, there's a very interesting building that you pass where you see a heavy influence of these orcish guard. And this building, they seem to have these carts that are covered with canvas and like tarp out front. 5 or 6 of these carts out front of this building. It's a very modest looking building. It's square. There's no roof. It's kind of flat. It's gray brick, kind of meant to blend in. But you can see there are orcs that are unloading these bodies wrapped in like, not gauze, but kind of like canvas material. All of them are wrapped underneath. You can see that they're unloading from underneath a cart covered by the tarp. So very much intentionally obfuscated and made to be sort of mysterious and not really draw attention.
A similar site to what we saw from that other place?
These aren't... you can't see into the building, per se. It's just a door. A double set of doors that they have open and they're carrying in. If you'd like to try and wander in because you're invisible, you can. But there's no, like, condensation floor with a big locker door. Nothing like that.
Are any doors open or are they all shut?
Well, no, there's 2 doors in the front of the building that they're unloading carts, the cargo of the carts into. The bags are roughly the size of an average-sized humanoid.
Okay, if there's 2 doors, those 2 doors are open, I'll try to just get closer to take a peek.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
With my perception roll, are they talking? Because I speak Orcish.
Oh, you do speak Orcish.
Yeah.
They're just kind of shooting shit back and forth. They are not really as well decorated as some of the patrolling orcs. These are kind of lower on the ladder. They're a little bit shorter and smaller and scrawnier. They're not by any means weak looking, but the brunt of the litter, right? Or the grunts of the litter, excuse me.
Runt?
What? Yeah,
I think
grunts.
it's runt. Yeah.
Runt, whatever.
It's all good.
Words, English. The runts of the litter, thank you. They are, kind of talking about how the job kind of sucks and they're just trying to make ends meet. I'll say for time's sake, the conversation doesn't cue you in on anything.
Yeah, we're just walking by.
Other than their current job sucks.
Cool.
They'd rather not do it.
I can relate.
Yeah.
So, Sam, you poke your head in the door, and immediately you are met with the scent of burning flesh. It's a very distinct smell. And you can kind of... The room in there is very hot. Like radiating heat.
So the opposite of the other building that we saw.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to press my luck. And plus I don't want to lose my party. So.
Okay. All right. Let's see if you see anything else.
I'll head back, and as we're walking, I'm gonna say, looks like there are burning bodies in that building.
I'm just gonna nod because I don't want to talk to nobody and draw attention to myself.
Okay.
We're like in a crowded street, right? There's other
Yeah,
people
well,
around.
the nightlife is pretty busy. It's not as busy as like the rush hours during the day and the evening, but
My voice just kind of blends in with the crowd, but it's like right behind you guys, so you can hear it.
Okay. Noted.
Okay, passing through here, approaching Marquette Square, the guards start to pick up again. It's instead of orcs, it's more Red Brand, and you can see people are in this area dressed as officials, kind of like you would expect to see like a lawyer or a politician dress, very well kept, suits, buttoned ups.
Nice.
Nice. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of activity over here. Marquette Square is not as busy as it is probably around 5 or 6 o'clock. What would you like to do?
Were we told where the guy's office is?
Yeah.
They told you to go to his laboratory in the Ironforge Academy.
Laboratory, that's what I meant.
It's in the Ironforge Academy. That's all you were told.
I'm gonna say I'll head to the academy to get into the lab. You guys find Curly, and we'll meet up. I don't know. Do you want to meet up like where we came out, like over here?
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
meet
get there in about an hour.
Sounds good.
Right.
Okay.
Hopefully, Curly stays put. We'll try to keep him here.
So this is the Great Halls, by the way. That's where you were told Curly hangs out. That's like where the officials go.
And is that just like that's like a closed off building? That's not like I guess it's hard for me to see. That's like a building with walls, correct?
What? The Great Halls?
Yeah. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
hard
yeah,
for me
yeah.
to it's hard for me to tell if it's like if it's got like open sides like right
Oh,
here.
no. Those are
or-
like spires and like just fancy architecture.
Okay.
That's a closed building.
Got it. And we were told that he hangs out inside that building or like on the outside, like loitering.
Just around it. You don't know if that means in or outside. Who knows?
All right. You want to walk around the building on opposite ends, and then if we don't see him, go in or try to go in?
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right. So Sam, roll stealth. Both of you make perception.
So,
You have advantage, Dan.
I mean, all right.
Oof. Did not perceive that way.
Oh, okay, 33. There you go. That's better.
Okay.
26 was a little low. I was scared.
Scorn, you have to roll.
I know. I clicked perception. I didn't. Maybe it'll double roll now. Nope.
I'll take.
Just okay. I guess it
Nope,
didn't.
just a single roll.
Okie doke. So watching the outside of the Great Halls, you both realize that this is where all of the suits go to work. Most of them are leaving now. They come out in waves and little groups talking briefcases and all that. You see an individual who kind of is not like a beggar more or per se, but he's kind of like loitering. You can see he's not dressed the same. He's disheveled. He has orange curly hair, larger gut, kind of a big kind of, oaf looking guy. He just kind of stands there with a cup out, occasionally kind of sticks his hand out and his head down. Some people throw him some golds, or not gold, but copper.
Wow, golds.
Which one of us is seeing this?
You got it. Sarah's got a natural one. Sarah's looking.
Yeah, I got a proof.
Sarah
I
caught
thought maybe it was the wrong guy. I don't know.
Sarah caught a glimpse at herself in the
I'm just
mirror
like,
and is
damn,
infatuated.
You look real good as
Yeah,
a,
that too. A donkey.
Nice
you look
ass.
real good as a donkey.
Nice ass, dude.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, Sarah's just making ass jokes to Lugo.
I'll go up to the guy and say, "Is this a good spot?"
Coins. Coin. Please.
I'm saying, "Is this a good spot? Are you getting a lot of business?"
Hungry.
I'm hungry too.
Hungry.
I'll go like I don't have anything for you. Like I'm in the same situation. I'm also saying this like, I don't have anything for you.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
ain't got no money for you.
Make a You're saying that you're a beggar too?
Yeah.
Make a deception check. I'll roll for him. Okay. He looks at you, kind of. You can see he has like one eye's kind of a little lazy. He just kind of looks at you. Mine.
Hours.
Sareth here at this point.
I don't know. Are you, Sarah?
No, because we split up, went around.
Yeah,
the
that's what I
opposite side.
thought. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
But the
very
idea
far.
was like, you would keep like if you didn't see me or him, you would just keep going, and eventually we would.
It's
run
a.
into each
I
other.
would say it's a big building. You probably haven't reached
Yeah,
each
but
other
it's,
yet.
I'd say it's not like a 2-minute walk.
No, it's not. It's a big.
Yeah,
True.
building.
it's definitely got a little bit to get around.
You're right. You're right.
When you put it like that, you right.
Okay. Your spot. Sorry, and I'm not gonna like. I guess I'll like cross the street. Like I'll go over like here,
Okay.
and
Keep in line of sight with him.
yeah, exactly, and just sort
Okay.
of sit down and do the same thing. Put my hands out, head
You gotta-
down. So
all right.
nobody sees me.
We'll say roll me a D. Let's say a D100.
Performance check. Who's gonna look more pitiful?
If I get 100 gold off this,
No, it's not gonna be gold.
It'd be
oh,
copper.
okay.
You get
Yeah,
35 copper.
That's
Holy
pretty
shit,
good.
he got platinum.
That's 3.5 silver.
He
Nice.
got diamonds.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing that. Whoops, I did not mean to rage. that was a misclick.
You rage and get more money.
Only 35.
He's going. He would like to rage beg. Please.
Veins
I think
popping
that's
out of this
more just
older
called
woman.
mugging. I think that's just called mugging.
Yeah, rage begging is mugging.
Give me your money.
I'm begging you.
Give me money.
For
Hulk
your
smash.
sake, give me money.
For your sake. That's called mugging. All right. So yeah, let's just say you don't rage. So yeah,
no, that
you're
does
begging
not happen.
outside. At this point, you've probably been begging for about an hour. Sareth, I think you would have seen probably Scorn. What are you choosing to do, seeing that Scorn is begging?
I am not going to go up to him. I'm gonna leave him to do his thing. And I am going to go up to somebody nearby, just like a regular person of my stature and my status, and point to him and the other guy, saying, "Seems to be a lot of beggars in this area.
Well, runs rampant
Just,
around here.
every time I come by, there's just more and more."
Don't give to them. If you give once, they'll target you. Learn that the hard way.
And then more and more will come. I've seen some of them come by pretty frequently. There's one, and then I just start to describe Arthas. Yeah, he's like, about my height, brown, black hair. Sounds vaguely racist. You seen that one?
They all blend in for me. I don't pay him much mind. That one sounds like a bad one, though.
Oh, yeah. And then
First.
there's always one that I saw that always creeped me out. A bald man that was just babbling to himself. The homeless. Oh, and chills down my spine. Have you seen him?
Well, I've seen a lot. I don't know. Just be safe, and like I said, don't give any money.
Oh, I don't have that much to give anyway. Don't have to worry.
I must get back. Wife's waiting.
Understood. And I just walk away.
And he continues down. We'll say another 30 or so minutes. Sam, you make your way to the Ironforge Academy. The front doors are locked.
Is there anyone around?
Not on the outside, really. I mean, there's people walking. You can see inside there are occasionally a candle light kind of comes by, and you can see somebody probably looks like they're in the night staff cleaning.
Is there a side door that I would know of from being there earlier in the morning?
You wouldn't have seen a side door necessarily. You came through the front.
I want to go around to the side of the building to see if I can find like a side entrance.
What the fuck is that?
It's our path.
What is going on?
It's a fucking foot. Look at the mountains. They look like toads. They have toenails.
Oh yeah.
So
That's the Krakatoa mountain range, okay?
it's the foot of the mountain.
I love it.
I saw it. I was like, hold on a second.
That
It
totally
really
looks like a
does.
pinky toe.
It really does look like toes.
Yeah,
Although that's a
these-
big
look at
pinky toe.
they're
That's like I feel like
toenails.
the ratio is like pretty.
This is the
pretty
big
good.
toe. It's the big toe, and then there's the gap, and then there's
Yeah,
Next
it's
set of
actually
toes.
so accurate.
This is where the flip flop goes.
You got-
exactly. It's where the tongue goes.
You're welcome. I did this on purpose. The foot of the mountains has a new
You
meaning.
found the Easter egg. You've earned the reward.
Your reward is
I was
nothing.
like, hold on a second. Wait a second.
Not only does he know roofs, ladies and gentlemen, but he knows feet.
I know mountain feet.
Okay. There is a side door, and occasionally you can see some of the night staff open it briefly to throw bags of trash out.
How far do they open it?
It fully opens and fully closes when they
Okay,
go.
I want to do
They
that
throw it in the
thing where,
dumpster.
like, I want to do that thing where, like, when someone opens the door and you just slip in right behind them, you know?
Yeah, I mean you're invisible.
But yeah, and also invisible.
Okay. So I'll say for this, this is obviously happening while they're doing it, but you've probably gone into like 25 minutes of your hour
Okay.
walking there. Probably. Okay. You can slip in. You are in the darkened lobby, or not lobby, a darkened hallway in the Ironforge Academy on the first floor.
I don't know where his lab is, right?
Not necessarily, but you know where his office is.
But that doesn't help me get with the lab, does it?
That's at least a landmark you can go to.
Yeah, I guess we'll start. All right, I'll head to the office then, and maybe his lab will be close by.
Okay. You head into the darkened chamber. You can see occasionally there are people who are cleaning, mopping, sweeping, taking garbages out, scraping down chalkboards, etc. You are stealthed and invisible, essentially. So there's no shot that they would know unless you do something. You get to the stairs to go to the second floor where his office is. Go up to the second floor, and you notice down the hallway where his office is, his door is open and there's light seeping out into the darkened hallway. He's the only lit room in this hallway.
Okay, I want to peek into the room.
Okay. As you approach closer, you see standing out front is a kind of large, muscular man, just sort of hanging outside, leaning on the wall right next to the doorway. And you can hear as you approach, like voices, a deep voice, and then the professor's voice you would recognize. Make a perception check.
Nice.
You kind of hear, as you get closer, a deep voice say, "I don't care. I told you, I need the stones done. I've been waiting for a month. 1 month you make me wait. Please, I can explain. I just have other things pressing, a stack of work I have to get to. I don't care. You want to see your wife again? You do what I tell you.
Jesus Christ.
Do you understand? Please, leave her out of this. It's between me and you. She has nothing to do with it. I'll get it done. I promise. It's too late for promise. You get it done by the end of the weekend, or you can kiss your wife goodbye. And he'll kind of slide his chair back. You can hear, as he does, shifting metal.
Yeah, I was about to say it sounded like Montreal.
Hey, my voice acting, let's go! I got one, baby. Let's go. He'll stand up. You can hear the metal shifting. You can hear the chair push out. He'll say one last thing before he leaves. You do this for me. I'll help you out too. But make this difficult, and I promise you, I will bring my full wrath down on you. And you will regret this day. Am I clear? Yes, of course. I'll get it done. End of the weekend. I promise.
Did you spell Montreal?
And he'll turn to his bodyguard. Let's go. And they'll both leave. Metal on tile. As he's walking out. You kind of wait for him to pass. Are you going to trail him or go to the professor's office?
Interesting choice.
This is an interesting.
I always like interesting choices.
All right. So the reason why we were going to the professor was to just because we're gonna blackmail him.
You need
I
to make
feel
him
bad
aware of the blackmail.
He doesn't even know he's being blackmailed. It's so good. How intricate it is.
We're there to leave like the evidence of the. He already has that, right?
No, the evidence is there. What you're there to do is to basically use it to threaten him, saying like, "Oh my God, you're making this. I'm gonna go to the authorities or whatever if you don't do this." And then you're gonna tell them, really. Andrea told you to basically, on behalf of her and her organization, to make those, not tell anyone about it, and tell her when it's done so that she can use it for the mines. It's essentially the plan.
Okay. I'm gonna follow Montreal.
Okey-doke. They head down the hallway.
Sam isn't a big fan of the whole blackmail extortion thing, anyway.
Okay.
But if we can save his wife, then we can get him to help us without having to do that. That's my thought.
Fair enough.
like
You
it.
can hear as you trail, Montreal is talking to his bodyguard and like kind of him by himself, like to himself. What the weasel. Give him 2 months to do this for me. Makes me fucking wait. Ah. He kind of like slams his foot. Anyway. Where are we on the other stones? Do we know where they are? The guy will kind of say. Kind of tell he's not just a bodyguard. It's a burly man, but who knows what he does. We don't know. We're missing 3. And the staff itself.
Oh.
But we have the other ones, and if he can figure out how to put this shit together, don't worry. We'll get it done before Kern comes looking for it. We'll end the war. I can't. Just... This fucking guy... I will not lose this because of him. I just want to squeeze him. Infuriates me. At this point, they're heading down the stairs. Sweats profusely. A drop of water hits the ground. That's a pretty good water effect, too. Anyway. I'm on a roll tonight. My voice acting's working. You know? I'm on a high
Water
here.
down.
Yeah, I can do water noises.
Jordan Peele
Yeah,
shit.
that's a great gif.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
He walks out the front door, and
Little
there
do
is
they
a
know that 2 of the stones are right behind them.
there is a cart out front waiting of the Ironforge Academy. Beautiful, ornate-looking cart with a couple of horses drawing it. He turns to the guy he was with and says, "Hand him this," and he'll take a from his coat pocket, his jacket pocket, a letter. Of course, I'll meet you back. And Montreal will nod and and the horses will take off. Are you going to follow this guy now?
Yeah.
Okay, he goes towards Marquette Square. Scorn,
Yes.
you witness a man, burly looking, beard, approach, who you think you've identified as Curly.
Okay.
Gives him a couple copper, discreetly hands him the letter. You're not in earshot, so you don't know what he says, and then walks away.
I will look over to. Is Sareth still like standing there, or did Sareth just like peace out?
I'll have
Yeah,
Sareth answer that.
I'm still in the area.
I'll look
Where I
over
kinda
to
keep
see if you saw that, and if you didn't, I'll like widen my eyes and like.
I'll say either she did, but she definitely knows that something happened, either through your cues or otherwise.
Cool. Still
Sam,
keeping an eye on Curly.
What are
That's
you
all.
doing, Sam?
I'm still following the guy. I wanted to see who I'm going to make a note of who he gave the letter to. Do I see Scorn and Sareth?
Make a perception check.
See the most beautiful donkey you've ever seen in your entire life.
Yeah, I'll say you can make them both out. They're kind of like staggered, not in line with each other, but they kind of, have
How
taken
far away are they?
Well, I think Scorn was begging across the street.
Yeah.
And Sarah said she was somewhere over here, I think.
I'm just like in the area, like not like in the middle. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Scorn, and is the guy that handed him the letter like leaving now?
He looks like he's leaving. Curly is making his way out of Marquette Square as well.
Okay. Would I have time to go across the street, say something to Scorn, and still follow the guy that gave the Curly the letter, or would I lose him in that amount of time?
It would be a lot harder to find him.
Okay, I'll stay on him then.
Okay.
I'll have to hope that they either saw it or at least know that it's Curly and that they have to follow him.
Okay. You stop, or not stop. You follow him. He stops.
I'm assuming I would need to reapply my.
Yeah. Yep. He stops about here in front, gets into a similar stagecoach kind of carriage, and begins to take off.
Can you describe the stagecoach?
It's the same one that Montreal has, but not with the one in him. So it's covered. It's kind of like a covered stagecoach, not like Cinderella, but you know what I mean.
Can I grab and hang on to the back somehow?
Do you have a skateboard?
Well, it's that's why. Is there a little step there or something for that luggage would be put on or something that I could maybe use?
See, this is where we're starting to skirt the line of invisibility.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Let me read the spell.
That feels like an action, but
Could be, if it is an action.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of skirts the line. Like, I'm okay with you trailing walking, but grabbing onto something and remaining on it.
I guess I have pretty good speed. I'll try to keep up with it for as long as I can. Then.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Nice.
And if you let me know,
All right.
I could have followed.
That's my third nat 1 of the night.
Yes,
I
it
think.
is. The stagecoach heads this
And that's
direction.
what you get for saying how well you've been rolling.
Yes, true. You get to hear and follow it, but you're not sure if it goes this way or this way. You kind of lose it.
Okay, so I lose it. So I lose it here.
Yeah, at that intersection.
Hold on.
I think I labeled that roll too.
I'm going right.
Road. Right?
I go this way.
Okay. You
50-50 to see if I find it.
You see him just get to here and head this direction.
What a clutch D2 roll.
Yeah, nice job.
Okay. By the time do I make it to that corner? Is he gone?
Yeah.
Okay, but at least now we've narrowed it down to somewhere, probably like over here. Okay, that's good to know.
So, Scored and Sereth, you watch Curly start to leave Market Square.
As soon as I lose him, I'm gonna go back to our designating meeting spot, which was here.
Okay.
Is Curly looking at us at all?
Nope. He's head down, kind of playing up the part of being handicapped, bumping into people, stuff like that. Oh, it's spelled like this, Dan.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh, it's an A. Can I edit it? There it is.
Yeah, he just starts to leave, so he's heading in this direction. Towards the vulnerable vagrant, you presume.
Turn it. So we know it's the
I was looking. Never mind. I was looking at Dan. Dan made an arrow right when you said this way.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah, this way.
All right. So he's heading towards the vulnerable vagrant. Are we a safe enough distance to talk now?
From him?
Yeah.
Are you following him?
I would like to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think we would follow him.
Sure. So I think the only one who needs to make a stealth check is Scorn because he would recognize you. But you guys can roll perception to see if. Oh, you're not listening to him. You're talking to yourselves. Yeah. Okay. You feel confident that you can stay behind.
I would just say to Sarah, like, hey, because Lugo has all our stuff. Like we've put like our bags and stuff on Lugo, correct? Okay. So I'll say to Sarah, I have some bread in my bag. I can like offer to him. Just say that someone gave it to me. Should I do that? Should I stop him or do we let him go?
I think that might be a way.
We interacted before you got there. Like he knows that, or he thinks that I'm a beggar as well.
Okay, yeah, that'd be good. And he's like supposedly blind.
Supposedly has some sort of
You need to take him.
undiagnosed handicap. I think
He's kind of like.
I thought it was like a mental handicap.
It is mental.
Yeah.
We don't know.
He's not blind. He's not blind.
Because you're saying bumping into people, so I thought it might be something.
That's his way of acting. Or not acting.
Oh, slip.
Well, no, you guys, I think suspected it, but.
Well, so I'll take the bread out of the bag and run over to him.
Okay.
I'll say, "Excuse me."
He's like startled.
I think the bakeries are closing. They gave me some old bread. Do you want to share? You seem to need.
He's gonna see if he recognizes you.
Well, he saw me earlier.
Yeah, but he saw a lot of people.
Dude, Curly's a busy guy. All right,
True,
you're not top of his radar.
It's been like an hour and a half. I forgot.
He'll look at you. Money, coin.
You said you were hungry before. We spoke.
Hungry.
Bread. I have bread.
He'll reach his hand out for some bread. Sure.
I'll rip off a piece and hand it to him.
We'll kind of.
Would you like to eat? Like, sit down, talk.
No, home, sleep.
Where's home? Can I sleep there?
Home. With friends.
Okay.
He'll just point like in the general direction of the vulnerable vagrant.
Would you mind if I tagged along?
Bread. And he'll continue walking with you.
Bread, yes. Okay, cool. Bread has gotten me an in. All right. I'll follow him.
Okay. Sareth, are you following behind them still?
I'm not gonna follow them into their areas
How
'cause
long?
I don't belong.
How long has it been total?
I guess
The score
I'll go
knows I have a
meet
3-hour
back
time
with-
limit.
I'll
I
go
do know
back
that, yeah.
to meet with Sam
Okay.
so that it's not just like weird gone and don't show up again.
You're approaching 2 hours now.
Oh, we are? Okay, maybe I shouldn't stay too. I wasn't thinking about the time. But I will follow, yeah.
Okay. So, he will lead you to this location.
Okay, how
Um,
far is it between like our meetup location and where?
so the vulnerable, sorry, going back. The vulnerable vagrant is right here. Like it's that bluish building right behind that white building.
Yeah.
That's probably like a 15-minute
only
walk.
17 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 2 steps.
That's probably like a 10 to
Where's that?
15-minute walk. It's like it's at least a couple blocks.
Alright, I could have go on, I could have you take Hugo and then he can communicate to me. I'll just take the stuff to make it like so they won't take the stuff off of him. But
Okay.
he can see and tell me everything telepathically.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you told him that before he leaves. All right, and then you
I
meet.
have a donkey as well.
Oh wait, you're gonna have a donkey?
Lugo's a donkey.
Oh, I don't know. All right, if we're doing that, then I would say it's too late for that. He's already with Curly.
I kind of had.
You can still
Lugo
send
be a
Lugo,
dog.
just kind of like wander over there. Like, whose donkey is that?
Whose ass is this?
What a nice ass.
Thick ass.
Gorm, what a thick ass you have.
All right, so you're gonna meet up with Sam then?
Yeah, I'll meet up with Sam.
Okay. So Scorn, you would have entered this location over here. If you can zoom out a little bit, it's the very leftmost part of the screen.
I see.
That's where you would have entered. How far are you choosing to go through here? So keep in mind, it's probably like 20-ish minutes to get back to where you were.
I just want to this seems, I guess, like this very much seems like their hideout, like the Silent Order. Like
Over here, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I guess I just want to like walk around. Is Curly like leading me anywhere, or did he just take me and like he's
just eating bread and walking. Coins in his pocket towards the Silent Order headquarters. You presume, or at least this right here is the vulnerable vagrant. And this
Okay.
too.
I would just like to walk around and see if I can see anything with Ian's name on it, or like I just want to make out like where people are staying, like get specifics, because like the photographic memory thing, I just want to like walk around and scan the area basically.
All right, so I will say it has to be quick if you want to make it back in time for Sam to be, because if Sam is going to be invisible on the way back,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I will say that if he,
Sam and I can just go back.
well, I was gonna say like I could just head back and then Sarah could wait for Scorn.
that could
if
work.
My invisibility is gonna run out.
But I don't know if Scorn would know that per se.
But Scorn might not know that, but I'm saying that's what Sam would do in this
Yeah, so-
instance. So like,
I'm being completely honest.
If
I
you
would
meet
probably
with Sam,
assume that
like,
they would
we're
do
already
something like
meeting
that.
with Sam.
Like I don't think that I would be operating on like Sam's clock. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, I just thought you had a rendezvous point. I didn't know if that was mandatory or not.
we had a rendezvous point for like after, like I think that went like out the window once we saw the.
I mean, what would
letter
happen?
exchange.
What I would do is Sarah would come to me, right? Because I'm there waiting.
Yeah.
I would let Sarah know that I
As
have
I
to
split
head
up with
back,
Scorn,
but
he'd
like,
be like,
he could let Scorn know like he could wait for Scorn, or she could wait for Scorn, and I'll just be waiting for them back.
Okay.
Like that's what I would do in the situation where if my invisibility was going to run out and Sareth was there but Scorn wasn't, I would just be like, all right, you wait, so Scorn knows that, you know, we both are okay and I'm okay, and then I'll just head back while I'm still invisible.
Okay, that's fair. All right. So why don't you make me investigation check, Scorn? You notice there are a few. Wow.
So many nat ones this session.
You notice walking around here,
You know what I was about to say.
it's very much hobbled together, like random scrap wood. You notice towards the front here, there is a large pile of goods, all kinds, and there are 2 dogs guarding it on either side. And you can see people are just conversing, a bunch of like smelly, tattered people. Ian is not there, at least you can ascertain. He's supposed to be invisible here, but that's okay. He's not there, and his shit's just out with the guards or the dogs watching it, and people are just kind of keeping themselves. Curly goes over to, like here in this area, and kind of sits down. Seems like that's where his stuff is.
I want to sit with Curly. Like I want to be like stuck to Curly like glue.
Okay.
I don't want him to slip that letter anywhere.
An individual walks over towards you, and Curly. What are you doing here? Who are you? Are you bothering Curly?
I don't think so. I met him. We were
Does Ian know you're here?
I don't think so. I don't know who that is.
You can't be wandering around here not knowing anybody. You better leave before Ian gets back.
Where am I? He brought me here. I'll point to Curly.
He's not right in the mind. You can't trust what he does. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's better to leave him alone and get out of here before Ian gets back, or it'll be rough for you.
Well,
now, you can go beg, but don't beg around here.
Who's Ian? Maybe I can speak with him and sort this out.
I don't think Ian's taking any meetings right now. I think it's best for you to go.
All right. Well, sir, it was very nice to meet you. Did I see where Curly put the letter?
It's in his, he wears a very tattered coat like Ben described, and it's in his breast pocket, like inside.
Oh, fuck.
He hasn't touched it or acknowledged its existence.
Is it a pocket like this, where it has like a lid?
No, it's inside the coat pocket.
It's
like,
just open. There's no.
It's like an inside pocket. You know, like you gotta open
Oh.
it up and then put it in there.
Oh, that's even worse. All right.
Yes.
Damn.
I think it's best if you leave before he gets back. I don't want no problems around here. You seem like a nice fella. Just.
Okay. All right. I'll leave. I'm sorry to bother you.
All right. And here, and he'll hand you some of the bread from Curly. He doesn't need all this. We're gonna eat anyway. You look like you need it. Just get going.
Well, thank you.
Good luck to you. Now,
You
Curly,
as well.
and you can see he starts to yell at Curly. Not yell, but kind of chastise him a little bit.
Would I
Oh,
be able to
Curly.
like go like act like I'm walking around this corner, but like stay?
Make a stealth check.
There we go.
You feel pretty well hidden. It's dark
Hey.
back here. You're in the the brush.
I'm just listening and.
Oh, okay.
trying
You
to
can just
observe as
say
much as
he's
possible.
just yelling at Curly like, "You can't be bringing people around here, Curly. You need to go through Ian. You can't, stuff like that." And Curly just kind of sits there and nods and like rocks back and forth. All right. What are the two of you doing?
meeting
I
up with-
see Sareth and I start to whistle like a bird. So
A
that
bird.
way he could find me.
Doing here. I will go to the bird whistling.
and
Okay.
I'll be like, it's me.
Oh, shit.
It's God.
This is your conscience speaking.
I don't have a conscience.
Nice ass.
If Score doesn't show up soon, I'm gonna have to head back to the Thieves Guild. But you should wait for him to come back, and then we'll meet back there.
Scorn was with. I know where Scorn is.
And I don't want you to look like a crazy person talking to no one. So
Talking to my donkey.
we'll reconvene. I'm talking to my ass. We'll reconvene back there if Score doesn't make it back in time.
Oh, that sounds good to me. As I'm like rubbing the donkey's face.
I can't do donkey
Yes,
noises.
that's the plan.
That's where my expertise ends.
If if Scorn doesn't make it back in time,
And my
then
donkey
I'll
sounds worst
back.
DM ever.
Yeah, I skipped that day in acting class.
Did Dad come to pick you up early? That happened.
Yeah, he did. But I know how to tie my shoes, so that's fine. All right. You've relayed that information. You kind of keep an eye out on the Ironforge Academy. The professor has not left at all. You haven't seen him leave. All right. Scorn. After like 20, 30 minutes of waiting, you hear a figure kind of come through the main camp. All right, everyone. Gather round. It's time to do our collections. Come on. Curly, get in the back of the line. Curly will get up. Collections will be... You can see he writes in a ledger. People bring forward what they've captured for the day. And then he'll take some of it off the top, put it in his stash, and dismiss them. That's kind of like how the procession goes. He keeps his dogs near him. But he meticulously writes everything down. Value, you can kind of assume, kind of looks at it, assesses it, writes down. Gets through all the people. Curly's up last. He says, all right, do you have tomorrow's targets? Curly will, out of his, not his inner pocket, but his side pocket, procure a list of places. Potentially he was writing them while you stepped away and weren't looking. Like, you were looking, but you can't necessarily see him where you are.
Yeah.
He hands a list to Ian, and Ian will begin to read them. There are a few places you wouldn't know, but they seem to be shops rather than homes. He'll read them out, and kind of Ian will divvy up the teams to go and deal with this. And then the last thing he'll say is, well done, everyone, today. We have done better than we ever have before. Today was our best day. As a result, I thought it best to celebrate with some beef tonight. And they all kind of cheer a little bit, get happy. Well, just help yourselves. And there's like a fire going in the center here, over here. People will come pick up food. Curly too.
Fire starts moving to everyone and serving them food.
Exactly. It's a legit operation. Fire serves. And he'll go in his tent, and his dogs will sit out front.
So Ian presumably lives in the tent.
Oh,
Got it.
he would have been out front here. He goes into this tent here.
Yeah. And does Curly like come back to his spot? Or actually, while he's gone, I would probably search his area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to reroll stealth. So I'll kind of move people to where they would probably be circled around the fire here. Okay. I'll get your token. Bring it over. So you were probably over here somewhere.
I would be like, yeah.
And then
I
you
want
moved.
to I want to search this area.
Okay, I'll roll. Immediately, this dog whips its head towards your direction. kind of gets up from sitting, kind of steps back a little, growls at you.
Would I be able to do some sort of animal handling thing to like
You have a necklace.
let it know? Yeah, I want to let it know that I'm not a threat and that I like it and that I'm chill. And
Okay, so you grip your necklace and you make an animal handling check with advantage.
Make an anal handling check.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So your necklace kind of glows a faint green and kind of covering it up with your hands. You watch as the dog's eyes briefly flash a green color as it kind of backs down, kind of gets down on its like laying down and kind of just pants at you.
all right, sick.
Good boy.
Someone throws the dog like a little scrap and eats it.
Okay.
So,
Want to rummage through his things.
okay, make an investigation check.
This is an important one. It's fine. That's good.
Okay. Curly has
Be worse.
saved up 110 gold.
Okay. I'm
Um,
not taking that. I don't.
aside from that, he has a little scratch of like a little bundle of parchment that he probably writes his lists on, and at this point, a very small little pencil whittling down. Other than that, he keeps things he's probably picked or people have given him out of pity. There's nothing here tying him to the clasp or any other organization.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the gold because the gold is, and the parchment is like blank parchment, right?
Yeah, it's like scrap paper.
It's
Like
not
some
like
of
he
it
hasn't
is like legal
written a
documents that
list.
he's like, no, it's blank.
This is just like what he would write the list on.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's I was thinking like if I take something incriminating, I'll also take the gold. But since I'm not taking anything, I don't want to only take the gold. So I'm
Fair
gonna
enough.
leave, or not leave, but like I'll go back to my spot.
Okay. What are you doing now? You're just waiting?
Like, yeah, no, I'll head back. I think we got enough. Like, this was good. We got intel on like where Ian is. I really wanted that letter, but I don't think I'm getting it, and I don't want everyone like I don't want Sam and Sarah to think that I'm dead or something happened to me. So, I'll head back.
Okay. I will say from what Arthas told you, the intel you have, he's the last one to sleep.
Yeah.
So it may be a while
Yeah, exactly.
if you wanted to wait it out. But okay, so you'll head back.
Yep. I mean, we know where they are now, and we know
Yep.
the situation. So.
I mean, we know his tent. That's important.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I made it fairly obvious with the shit out front.
Well, I didn't know he lived there. I thought maybe there was more shit in the tent.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's fair. It's totally fair.
Never assume, Jared.
True. All right,
Just
so you
assume wrong.
definitely wouldn't make it back in time for Sam to still be there. So Sam is definitely back in the underbelly of the House of Elixir. But Sareth is waiting with her nice ass donkey.
Nicest ass.
Hey, Sarah. Is Sam here?
Hey. Sam had to get all the way back. He took a little bit of time than he had.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
It's no
Well,
worries.
I'll tell you what happened. We're all good. I'll let you know what happened when we get back. How about that?
Alright,
I don't
sounds
know
good.
if we should be chatting out here.
All right. So fast forwarding a little, you guys make it all eventually back to the House of Elixir. Andrea is desperately waiting to debrief you. Sam is sitting with her. They're
We
waiting
didn't
for
do
you.
anything that she asked us to do. No,
I have a better solution than what she
we
asked.
didn't,
though.
we didn't do anything.
Well, we
She
kind of did.
No, I mean from her perspective. Like obviously we did stuff, but I'm saying like everything that she asked us to do, we ignored.
Oh, we did the whole curly thing. Went mostly according to plan. I feel like.
Yeah, but we didn't get the ledger. I think that was the ultimate goal.
Well,
Right?
but now we know where it is. We can always go get it.
True.
you all eventually make it there. You're in the private side of the House of Elixir. It's the bar and gambling area is full swing right now. Eventually, you all make it there. And she's waiting. Well, so you've arrived. Good news, I hope.
Yes,
Sam's been rather cryptic with me, waiting for you to come back.
Yeah, we have news, as Sam said. Sam, I'll let you go first because I want to hear your news.
Yeah. Okay. So I completely successful infiltrating into the college, and I found the office that we were in where the professor was before, and he was actually having a meeting with Montreal. And I overheard a little bit of that meeting.
And
Montreal wanted the professor to deliver something about some stones, which I think what he's referring to are the ancient pieces that go to the Rod of Law, of which I have both two of, and the now broken, but at least the staff that would then become the Rod of Law once all of the stones are in place. He has all but 3 of the stones, and it seems like the professor might be doing something with at least one of them. He said he's been waiting for 2 months for the professor to get the stones to him. I don't know how many. But I learned that the professor is doing this because they have his wife kidnapped and are threatening her life in order to get him to cooperate.
Okay, so it sounds like he doesn't want to be a part of it, so maybe if we can...
Yeah, I, instead of blackmailing the professor, think that it might be more prudent. I followed Montreal, and I found their general location, and I learned that Curly and the Silent Order, or I guess I wouldn't know it was Curly, right?
You wouldn't, I mean, you would maybe presume it, but you haven't been told explicitly it was.
I guess because I saw Storm was there, I'm going to guess. And
the guy I was looking at from across the street.
I followed Montreal and his henchmen, and I saw his henchmen give a letter to a beggar that I saw Scorn was eyeing. So I'm assuming that might be Curly. So that might explain how the Silent Order is getting their intel. So I think if we can get the professor's wife, not only do we get him on our side, but we can also potentially get these stones away from Montreal and onto us. So I think it'd be like a win-win, because he had to deliver whatever Montreal wanted with these stones by the end of the weekend. So I called an audible. I know it wasn't according to plan, but I think this might be a better path forward.
No, I like your thinking.
What are these stones? I don't understand are they just gems? What is the importance of this that you had to completely change the mission?
I'm gonna take out the staff, and I'm gonna take out the stones and put them on a table. I'm assuming we're in like a private back room.
Yeah, you
right?
are. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much you know about the deities of chaos, but
I know enough to know that they're nothing to mess with.
Yeah, there's a legend from my village that a resurgence will come of the Queen of Chaos, and that the only way to stop it is to assemble the holy weapon, the Rod of Law, which is what an ancient group of my Aarakocra people used to stop them in the previous war. And that staff is this. It's the elder staff of my village. It's been passed down through the generations and has now fallen to me. And once all of these stones are assembled and put into the staff, it then becomes this powerful magic artifact that is the Rod of Law, that is powerful enough to stop the Queen of Chaos.
And Kern too, right?
And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it would be able to stop Kern if it can stop an unholy evil deity.
Yeah, Kern would be small potatoes at that point.
I have the holder, and I have 2 of the stones. Now, I overheard Montreal saying that they have all but 3 of the stones, and these stones are powerful in and of themselves. Like this one here produces a blinding light, that can pierce any darkness. And like I said, it can mess with your vision. And that's only without even being connected to the rod where it would be amplified. And this other one here, I've just learned after studying it for a while, has some sort of teleportation ability, although I think we need to do some sort of purification ritual. I think it was corrupted by some demons underneath Bryden.
So this holy weapon could end the war.
Arnfass. Oh yeah, it would completely end the war.
Knowing the state of the war,
like many wars,
and the state of the Republic in the war, you've waited until now to share this with me.
Well, to be honest, this is kind of a sensitive issue, and like how you weren't trusting us in the beginning and not telling us everything. We've kept some things close to the chest as well.
Andre, if it makes you feel any better, I've been traveling with them for like a week or so now, or probably more than a week.
It's definitely been over like a month. Yeah,
I've been traveling them
at least a month.
Yeah. I've been traveling with them for quite a while, and even I don't know the full details of this. So,
well, I understand keeping it close to the chest, especially because this is in the wrong hands. The end of the world.
The information that Montreal and the clasp have the stones is new to me. I knew that somebody else that was evil and powerful was trying to collect them, but up until now it was just speculation.
Why would they want the stones?
Because the stones themselves individually hold immense power themselves, and if they can find a way to harness that, or if they can find the staff, then they could essentially do the opposite of stopping the deities of chaos. They could.
The winners of wars are those that have the most power, and these stones could incredibly tilt the scale.
Also, to be fair, I didn't know that Montreal had the stones, so the information I would have given you wouldn't have been relevant up until now. Anyway. I'm telling you now because
if they even knew about them, could have just been completely irrelevant.
Let's just walk down the train of thought really quickly. I don't understand why the clasp would want the stones if they've already hired or whatever they have with Kern. I mean, this confirms that they are definitely playing in the war. If they are paying for Kern, why are they bothering with 3 stones or 5 stones? Why do they even care?
More power for them. This could also have a connection to the eye, and why we also need to destroy that tomb that's in. There's many.
You think there's a stone in the tomb? Is that what you're saying?
Kern could just be playing a small role.
There's one that's unaccounted for, right? We have 2. Montreal has the rest, and
how many are there total?
3.
There are 7.
There's 7, so they have 4, and I have 2, and there's 1 missing. There could be 1.
The tomb does seem like a prime spot. I mean, it's very tough to get into. We have the only key.
All the deities at Chaos at large would be having a role in trying to bring about this, end of the world situation. And the eye with the tomb and trying to resurrect that warrior that's in there could just be another deity of chaos at work trying to plunge.
So they're hedging their bets. They're putting not all their eggs in a basket, but 3 different baskets.
Yes,
hoping at least one of them wins.
You have to not think of Kern as the end-all, be-all enemy. Like, it seems like he could just be.
Kern is most likely a pawn.
Yeah, he's probably just a piece on the chessboard. And even if we were to stop him, and there's still another whole, like the rest of the players that would be going for the same goal.
All right, so then we need to prioritize.
Yeah, so I think doing things that hurt them on multiple fronts is still the best move, which is why I think we should find the wife, get the professor on our side, learn what he knows about what they're doing with the stones, and we should definitely still take out the mine.
Here's what I think. I agree with you. I think I think we need to talk to the professor before we get his wife. He needs to start making the bombs for us so we can use them for this protest.
I think I agree. I was going to say the same thing. If we already have his wife, then there's no motivation for him to do anything for us because we've already done the job.
Furthermore, I think we need to get him on board. We need to get access to the mines, so we need the ledger from Ian to strong arm his family.
Speaking of, Scorn, do you want to fill us in on? Sarah said that you were following that man who I'm presuming was Curly, correct?
It was.
Yeah.
So we saw the exchange with the letter and Curly. I don't know what was in the letter. I was unable to acquire it, but I followed him in under the guise of, just another beggar in the city. I didn't go the full Arthas route, though. I stayed on the outskirts, eavesdropped what they were doing. I was able to locate Ian's tent in the encampment, as well as Curly's sort of like resting spot. And I searched through Curly's things. I found nothing linking him to the clasp or anything incriminating.
I think him working with Montreal and getting information directly from Montreal proves that.
So is this a fourth bucket they've put coins in to try and win this? Why would they want Curly?
Curly might just be another inside agent on, in case they can't control Ian or something like that. Because it seems like Curly is secretly working for the clasp, unbeknownst to Ian, who is also working for the clasp.
What's the motivation? He's just a beggar.
Power, Curly? We don't. I mean, that's what he appears to be. But
Curly could be a mastermind.
He could just be someone controllable that's close to the ground to try and help find.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3D chess going on here.
I have a theory.
Let's hear it.
Well, no. I'll vocalize it. I don't know how correct it is, but could this whole thing with the houses and people being evicted and sent to the camps, and then the Silent Order searching and taking meticulous notes about what they find, could all of that just be an effort to find the last stone?
That's what I just said. That he's
is that what you just said? My bad.
He's on the ground, and that's why he's sending the people to so many of the houses.
That must mean that they have
try and have somebody looking through everything.
That must mean that
they have in this area, but they don't know where.
Yeah, like intel that it's here, so maybe it could be in the tomb.
So then I think maybe we need to find that intel and who is issuing out these. It sounds like there's someone at the top of this issuing where to go for Curly. So someone is deciding what houses are being broken into.
Yeah. Has anyone put together a pattern or a map of what houses have and what people have been taken? Do you know? I mean, maybe if we can see their method to searching, we could see an insight into their thoughts on why they're selecting certain houses.
I am happy you asked this. So, she says, I think Marianne was working on this. Let me get her. Fast forwarding, she gets her. Marianne lays out this large map of Oresi, and I'll bring you to it. I think you're still on it, right? No, you're not.
No, we're not. We're on the other one.
Okay.
We're on the
here we go.
Camp.
She has not the whole story, and she will say, what happened?
Dan looks so excited right now.
Oh. She'll say, I don't have all the information, but I have a feeling it kind of looks like concentric circles. And you can see it starts here and then expanded out a little. And then she doesn't have the full thing. Kind of like that. And then it stops and then it picks up over here. And then it stops again, and then it starts over here. And there's been ever since a very strong pattern from here.
Wait, so these are the houses that are being evicted?
Not necessarily just houses, businesses. And it's not just eviction. Some of them are relocated.
But what you're saying is that this is even happening to the most noble of people in this town. I thought this was exclusive to, the people who were poor and maybe couldn't defend themselves, but this is happening to notable businesses and
it's happening.
the wealthy.
I don't know what goes on exactly in these upper parts of the city, but they may be relocated. They may just have their homes searched. I'm not sure. So where the dots are, like not every house on that line was hit, obviously. But
Yeah.
she says, recently, they've been concentrating most of their efforts towards the temple.
Interesting.
And the temple, we know that's where there were there was experimentation
Now
going on.
forge.
It's not a
Sorry?
forge. It's an entire laboratory for necromancy and blood magic.
I didn't say forge.
No, I think Connor did.
What happened? I missed something. Connor, what did you say?
I said forge.
Oh, okay.
Something with the temple. I'm not sure why they would go there, start there recently. This
Is
isn't the
there a
full
map?
picture.
Is there a map of the mines that we know of?
We haven't been able to get that. It's under lock and key. It's very, very well kept.
I'm wondering if we could overlay it, if we could see something.
I haven't thought. What if we do the sewers?
Sewers? We
I know a guy.
We know a guy, and we have experience in sewers. We actually just met him today.
Fresh.
If you can get me in contact with him, I can start mapping this out.
Do you know a Salim or the
Rin.
Ren? Have you seen them around?
I haven't heard the name Rin. Celine, I know.
All right.
Celine was having a conversation with us.
We had a conversation with all of them, and
Yeah.
All
the
right.
portal that lives in the sewers was there.
I have to go find him. This is urgent. And she'll fold up the map. This is Marianne, by the way. I'll be back. And she'll leave. Well, I guess there's a pattern. So let's take a minute to prioritize things, get a plan, and we'll start executing it. I agree with you, and I respect your call now. We should not blackmail Professor. We should use his wife and our truthful promise to save her.
Yeah, if we get him on our side,
But I
and if he
insight check
has,
that truthful promise.
Exactly. True.
if we get him on our side and he has any of the stones or even information on the stones that is invaluable to our cause.
I think I'm going to talk to my higher-ups, and we are going to pivot our efforts on finding and getting as much information about this rod as possible. I think this may be the key we need. And while destabilizing Oresi will help us a long way, this could end the war.
If you can get someone to my village in the Starry Mounts, I think we have.
I will send word to Hannah, and she will go for you.
Some stories, some records of the rod and that legend that might be useful.
The lore.
I will send Hannah.
Got some lore from my village.
Go to the Starry Mounts
All
for
right.
a lore drop.
So, after we've gotten the professor on our side, he'll start manufacturing these bombs. The next item immediately we need is to get us access, the Golden Grin access to the lower half of the mines, and we need to strong arm the Angarellis. So we
Right,
need that
so
ledger.
If I have a piece of paper, I could sort of draw you a map of what I observed and show you where Ian's tent is. We could. I don't know when he's around though. Like he probably keeps very close tabs on that ledger. I'm not sure how we're gonna get it.
We'll have to think, but he needs to come next. Then I want.
Yeah, Lugo can help with that, and I could make him be in the shape of a dog, and dog could be sneaky, pop in and out, cause a distraction.
Perfect. I'll leave that in your hands. I'll get the Golden Grin moving and mobilized for when we take the mines. I think also we need to pay a visit to the Temple of Helm and visit the priest.
Yeah.
Why are they searching there? What's the connection?
Andrea, as well. What are your thoughts on interrogating Curly? Because he seems to be involved in the class side of things as well as the Silent Order side of things. I think he could be very valuable. But also, if we do interrogate him, that reveals our position and what we're trying to do. So I don't just thoughts.
I think if we can get his letter without him knowing, without interrogating him, that's the best option.
That's what I thought. Well, it's in his jacket pocket, so if we get that jacket, we should get the letter.
It sounds like he gets them every day. So
Right, that's what I'm
perhaps
saying. Like,
we can
whichever,
disguise ourselves as him and intercept it.
then what happens with the real him?
Well, we just distract him or something.
Perhaps.
All right, I think we should spend some time
It's not
thinking
crazy.
about this. What are you gonna say, Connor?
So this may sound crazy, but what if? Because Crow's been known to just supposedly mumble to himself, just like talk to no one, right? What if he's not actually talking to no one? What if someone is communicating with telepathically, or remember when we were in the sewers and we fought those things, how they could go invisible and phase into walls and into the ground, things like that?
Yeah.
What if he's talking to one of those?
Well, I mean, those were members of the Eye,
A lot more.
right?
He's a lot more involved than we are thinking or giving him credit.
Well, they were involved with the
He's
class,
like a lot
right?
higher up than.
I think Curly is definitely more like higher up than we think he is. He seems to be the real kingpin, like more so than Ian.
All right, we have things to
Because like Ian seems like he's in control, but he does what Curly says.
Right.
Yeah, it could just be an illusion to have a fall guy.
Yeah, like he goes where Curly tells him to go.
If we are trying to take out the Silent Order, they both need to be dealt with. It won't fall just from Ian.
The Clasp, while they are brilliant in spreading their influence, if we take down one of them, the rest will fall like dominoes.
You don't think that they would just find another person to lead, or that Curly himself would take charge?
Well, if we get rid of the clasp influence, i.e., both Ian and Curly, I think.
Oh well, yes, that's what I'm saying. We need to take both
Yes.
of them out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go. Chelsea's getting mad.
All right, think on this. We'll discuss in exactly 1 week's time.
Andrea.
Yeah.
Good work today.
All right.
Good work.
All right, folks.
Good stuff, everyone.
Yeah.
Drop some bombs. Got
Good
some
stuff.
stuff to discuss.
That we
All right.
do.
Thanks, guys.